ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು MicroDegree Aptitude Test Course. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೇನ್ ರೀಸನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಏನು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ ವಿತ್ MicroDegree Aptitude Test Course.
ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಟು ಡೂ ವಿತ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಆರ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಆರ್ ಈವನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ನೋಡಿ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಒಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ಚಿಕ್ಕದ್ರಿಂದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿರೋಂಥದ್ದು. ಈ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸು, ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್, ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಬಲ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್. ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥದ್ದು ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮುಂಚೆಯಿಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 8th, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 9th, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 10th ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಓದ್ಸಿರೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಗಳೇ. ನೀವ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಅಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಹೌದು, ಓಕೆ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಆತರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಮೇಜರ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್, ವಿಪ್ರೋ, TCS, ಟೆಕ್ ಮಹೀಂದ್ರ, ಎಸೆನ್ಷರ್, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಈಚ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 3 to 4 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಈಚ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಸುಮಾರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಗುಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್, ಗುಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂನು ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ರೌಂಡ್ಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೋತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಫ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈ ಆಗ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಕಂಪನಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಇಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಇಡಲ್ಲ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಫ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವೆದರ್ ನೀವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ 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 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನ ತರವಾಗಿ ಓದಿ ಟಾಪ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಆಗೋದು.
Let's start with quantitative aptitude, the first and most easy ಆಗಿರುವ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, that is numbers. So ನಾವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬೈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಓನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, 34,576 multiplied by 999.
ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ಈ ತರ ಬಿಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ದಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಥ್ರೂ ವಿಚ್ ನೀವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ 999 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ರಿಟನ್ ಆಸ್ 1000 minus 1, 1000 minus 1 is equal to 999. So 576 into 1000 minus 1. This is equal to this statement. ಈಗ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. 34,576 into 1000 which is equal to 34,576. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 zeros ಇದೆ, ಸೊ 1 2 3. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ 34,576 into 1. Any number multiplied by itself is the number itself. So 34,576. ನೀವು ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರ ಸೇಮ್ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 2 4 1 4 5 4 3. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 34541424 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದಂಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ 34541424 is the correct answer. Next question. Find the number of zeros in 2 raised to 32 multiplied by 5 raised to 48.
Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ the question is how many zeros? 2 raised to some big number power ಇದೆ multiplied by 5 raised to some big power. So ಈ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫೈನಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಝೀರೋಗಳ ಇವೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಈಗ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ 2 into 5 is 10, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 raised to 1 and 5 raised to 1 is equal to 10. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 0. ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ 2 into 5 ಪೇರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ pairs of 2 into 5 in the pairs and ನೀವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 10 10 ಸೊ 1 1 1 1 0 ಆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ತರ how many pairs of 2 into 5 can we get from this expression? ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ pair number 1, pair number 2, pair number 3 and so on. Pair number ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರ್ನ 32 2 into 5. So this is 2 raised to 32 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ 2 raised to, so the answer till here is 2 raised to 32 into 5 raised to 32. Next, can we do the 33rd pair? 2 raised to 33 into 5 raised to 33? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 5 raised to 33 ಇದೆ because we have range up to 5 raised to 48. But 2 raised to 33 ಇದೆಯಾ? No. 2 raised to 32 ಗೆ stop ಆಯ್ತು. So what is the maximum? So ಇದು pair ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ since this is not available. Only 5 ಈಗ will be available. So how many pairs? What is the maximum number of pairs of 2 into 5? 32 pairs. So that is the maximum number of pairs because that is the maximum power of 2 possible ಈ expression ನಲ್ಲಿ. And hence the number of zeros will also be 32 zeros because this first pair in the 1 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, second pair in the second 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ and so on. So 32 pairs of 2 into 5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 32 zeros ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. Now let us look at the options.
Option B 32 is the correct answer. Next question. What is the unit digit in the product 3 raised to 65 multiplied by 6 raised to 59 multiplied by 2 raised to 68?
ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ 2 ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್? ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, 368. ದ ರೈಟ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 96. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? 6. Find the unit digit of 3 raised to 65 into 6 raised to 59 into 2 raised to 68. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಂದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ್ದು, ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೈಕ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈ ಕೇಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 3 ಪವರ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 3 raised to 1 ಪವರ್ ನೋಡೋಣ, 3 raised to 2 ಪವರ್ ನೋಡೋಣ, 3 raised to 3, 3 raised to 4, 3 raised to 5, 3 raised to 6 and so on. ಸೊ ನಾವೀಗ 3 raised to 1 ಏನಂತು 3, 3 raised to 2, 3 into 3 9, 3 cube that's 3 raised to 3 27, 3 raised to 4 81 and 3 raised to 5 243, 3 raised to 6 729 and so on. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 3 9 27 ಸಾರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7 1 3 9 ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 3971 3971 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ 3 raised to 7 and 3 raised to 8. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ 4 ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ 3971 3971 ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ that number raised to an exponent. So cyclicity ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Cyclicity let's assume C is equal to 4. ಈ cyclicity ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನೆನಪಿಡಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ 3 raised to the cyclicity ನಂಬರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ 4. ನಾವ್ ಇದನ್ನ 3 raised to 6, ಸೊ 3 raised to 4 ನಿಮ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಂತು? 81. ಸಾರಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ 81 and ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ 1. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ 1 ಆಯ್ತು. UD ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಗೆ, ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1. ಸೊ ನೀವು 3 raised to 4 ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಪವರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬಿ 1. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾವು 3 raised to 65 ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸೇ 3 raised to 4 into 16 into 3 raised to 1. is equal to 3 raised to 65. Correct? Because here exponents multiply ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 4 into 16, which is 64. So 3 raised to 64 into 3 raised to 1 is equal to 3 raised to 65. Unit digit of 3 raised to 65 will be product of unit digit of this and unit digit of this. Unit digit of 3 raised to 64 1 into unit digit of this same number 3. So 1 into 3. So unit digit of 3 raised to 65 is equal to 3. ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಡಿ. ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು 6 raised to 59. ಸೈಕ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ 6 ನೋಡೋಣ ಈಗ. 6 raised to 1, 6 raised to 2, 6 raised to 3, 6 into 6 36, 6 into 6 into 6 216 and so on. Observe ಮಾಡಿ. 6 raised to any number, the unit digit not result, unit digit ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ 6 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So 6 raised to 59 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? 6 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ 3 raised to 65 ನಾವು ಏನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? 3. ಇದನ್ನ ಲೇಟರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್. ಇದರದ್ದು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಬೇಕೀಗ. 2 raised to 68. ಸೈಕ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ 2 ನೋಡೋಣ ಈಗ. 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 5, 2 raised to 6 and so on. 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube 8, 16, 32, 64 and so on. Pattern observe ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2, 4, 8, 6. 2, 4 ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8 and 6 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So the cyclicity is the interval of repetition of the unit digit. So here cyclicity is equal to 4. So ಈಗ ನಾವು 2 raised to the cyclicity number which is 4 into ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 2 raised to 68. So ನಾವೀಗ 2 raised to 4 raised to any number unit digit will always be 6. So 2 raised to 4 the whole raised to 17 which is 2 raised to 68. So unit digit of this is 6. ಅದರಿಂದ unit digit of 2 raised to 68 is also 6. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋಣ ಅದನ್ನ 6. So individually 3, 6 and 6 are the unit digit respectively of these 3 terms. ಈಗ ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ our result in unit digit will be our unit digit of the final result. So 3 into 6, 18. 18 into 6, 108. So 108 in unit digit is 8. So 8 should be the unit digit of this entire term. ಈಗ options ನೋಡೋಣ.
Option C, 8 is the correct answer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏಜಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಏಜಸ್. Coming to the first question, the ratio of the present age of Amit and Bhuvan is 4:7. The present age of Amit is 32 years. What would be the age of Bhuvan after 9 years? 4 options: 62, 63, 64 and 65. Iga, they have given us present age ratio of Amit is to Bhuvan, which is equal to A by B, since it's a ratio, which is given to us as 4/7. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತ್ which is equal to A is given as 32 years. 32 ವರ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. This value is given ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ we can find value of B. So 32 by B is equal to 4/7. Cross multiplication ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 4B is equal to 32 into 7. B is equal to 32 into 7 divided by 4. 4 cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 4 into 8, 32 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So B is equal to 8 into 7, which is equal to 56, which is the present age of Bhuvan. Next, our question ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು, what would be the age of Bhuvan after 9 years? So, after 9 years, Bhuvan's age is equal to present age, which is B, plus 9, which is equal to 56 plus 9, which is equal to simple addition 65. So answers ನೋಡೋಣ ಈಗ. The answer is correct. 65 is the age of Bhuvan 9 years ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಈಗ second question ಬರೋಣ. 5 years ago, the combined ages of Priya and Rohan were twice that of Sharan. If the sum of ages of Rohan and Priya 15 years hence is 98 years, then what is the present age of Sharan? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? ಪ್ರಿಯಾ, ರೋಹನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಶರಣ್. ಈಗ let us assume that present ages of 3 people here. Priya, Rohan ಮತ್ತು ಶರಣ್. Present ages is P ಅಂತ assume ಮಾಡೋಣ, ರೋಹನ್ದು R ಅಂತ assume ಮಾಡೋಣ, and ಶರಣ್ದು S ಅಂತ assume ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 5 years ago. 5 years ago ಅಂದ್ರೆ P ಏಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? P minus 5. 5 years ago, the combined ages of Priya and Rohan ಅಂದ್ರೆ P minus 5 plus Rohan's age 5 years ago, ಎಷ್ಟು? R minus 5, were twice that of Sharan, is equal to Sharan 5 years ago ಎಷ್ಟು ಏಜ್ ಇತ್ತು? S minus 5, ಅದರದ್ದು ಟ್ವೈಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ P minus 5 plus R minus 5 is equal to distributive property. 2 into S minus 2 into 5, 10. So minus 5 on the left hand side and minus 10 on the right hand side. So cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So P plus R is equal to 2S. Let this be statement 1. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? If the sum of the ages of Rohan and Priya 15 years hence, hence ಅಂದ್ರೆ 15 years later, ಅಂದ್ರೆ in the future, is 98, then what is the present age of Sharan? Now 15 years hence ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? Present age plus 15. So the sum ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So Priya plus 15 plus Rohan present age plus 15. Combined ages is 98. Similarly, ಮತ್ತೆ bracket open ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. P plus 15 plus R plus 15 is equal to 98. P plus R is equal to 15 plus 15 is 30 is equal to 98. So 30 right hand side ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ subtraction ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So P plus R is equal to 98 minus 30, which is 68. Let us take this as second statement. Now, ಎರಡು statements ನೋಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ p plus r is 2s ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ p plus r is equal to 68. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 1 and ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 2 ನ ಇಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? Equating statement 1 to statement 2, p plus r is equal to p plus r. Left hand sides are equal. So let us equate the right hand sides. 2s is equal to 68. 2s is equal to 68. So s is equal to 68 by 2, which is equal to 34. So what is s? Now starting I'll assume madiddu. Present age of Sharan is s, which is navig value sikkirodu 34. But question ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ? Are they asking us Sharan's present age? ಇಲ್ಲ. They are asking us, okay wait, the question is present age of Sharan. So final answer will be 34. Correct. 34 is the present age of Sharan. ಈಗ next question ಹೋಗೋಣ. In a shop with a staff of 5 people, 5 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay. The average age is 45 years. Okay. After 5 years, a new person joins and the average age is again 45 years. So average change ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. Find the age of the 6th person. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 6th person joined. ಅವ್ರ ಏಜ್ ನಾವೀಗ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Now, first of all, what do we mean by the word average? Average is nothing but sum of all observations. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ S ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, divided by the number of all observations. ನಾವು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ N ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ. And average na short age A anta kariyona. So A is equal to S by N. So small example togobeku andre, let's say observations are 1, 2, 4 and 6. What is the average? Sum of all the observations. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6, which is 3 plus 4, 7, 13. Divided by number of observations. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 observation ಇದೆ. So 13 by 4. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That is the average. So ಈಗ average ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ. So ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? In a shop with staff of 5 people. So number of observations, number of people ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5. N is equal to 5 initially. Average age is 45. A is given as 45. So can we find S ಈಗ ಈ formula use ಮಾಡಿ? Correct. S is equal to nothing but A into N, which is 5 into 45. ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 225 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Now, next part of the question. After 5 years. So next scenario ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು. After 5 years, okay, what is the situation? First 5 people initially ಇದ್ರಲ್ವಾ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಏಜಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 225 ಬಂತು. Okay, but after 5 years, they will also become old. Each person ಗೆ 5, 5, 5, 5 add ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So what is the new sum of ages? New sum. The same old sum, first 225 ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ 5 into 5. How did I come to this? Because 5 years later, 5 ಜನಕ್ಕೂವೆ 5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 5 into 5 plus 6th person age. What is the age of the 6th person? We have to find. So I think ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. It is an unknown value. Let us write it as x. So this is equal to 225 plus 25. plus x, which is 250 plus x. Okay, this is new sum. Now, what are the number of observations here? N is equal to 6 people anta namge gottu after 5 years. And they've also told us that the average age is again 45. Average age change agilla. Value of A same ide. A is equal to 45. So using the same formula, A is equal to sum of observations divided by number of observations. Namge A gottu, N gottu, we can find S. So A is equal to 45, which is equal to 250 plus X divided by number of observations 6. 250 plus X is equal to, bring 6 to this side, 45 into 6, which is 270. So X is equal to 270 minus 250, which is equal to 20. 20 is the age of the 6th person. Now answer nodana. Correct. 6th person age 20. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ let's start with percentages. Coming to the first question, if Jai's income is 30% more than that of Nikita, how much percent of Nikita's income is less than that of Jai? Iga, Jai's income is 30% more than Nikita's income. Okay. But they've not given us exact Jai's income eshtu, Nikita's income eshtu, namge eno helilla. So, let us assume Nikita's income, N for short, Nikita's income is 100. Okay? ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, 100, 200, 1000, just one value ಅಂತ fix ಮಾಡಿ 100. Next, they told us that Jai's income is 30% more, 30% ಜಾಸ್ತಿ than Nikita's income. So, Jai income is equal to 30% more than N. So, ಈಗ 30% more andre it will be 100, which is Nikita's income, plus 30% of 100. This is equal to 100 plus 30% of 100. 100 cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So which is 100 plus 30 equal to 130, which is the income of Jai. Okay. Now, next part of the question. How much percent of Nikita's income is less than that of Jai? So, Nikita's income 100, Jai's income 130. Nikita's income ಎಷ್ಟು less ಇದೆ Jai's income compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 30. 130 minus 100, which is 30. But they are asking us ಇಲ್ಲಿ percentage. So, 30 by how much percentage is Nikita's income less than that of Jai. So Jai's income is to 130 by 130 into 100. 0, 0 cancel. ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ approximately 23.0769 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, which you can round to 23.08%. So, ಈ number find ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ there is a simpler formula. X by X plus 100 into 100. This much percentage. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನು ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Where X is the given percentage and this formula use ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು coming back to the original amount percentage find ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. For example, if A is 30% more than B, where A is giant, B is Nikita, then how much percentage of B is less than that of A? Find ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಇದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So ಈ example ಅಲ್ಲಿ X which is given to us is 30. So how much percent less find ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ formula. So 30 by 30 plus 100 into 100, which is 30 by 130 into 100, which is the same calculation as this barutte. So directly plug into this formula given value of X and find the answer. Correct option is option A, 23.08%. Coming to the next question. A man made a contribution of 7% of his income to a poor person. ಬಡ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ 7% ಕೊಟ್ರು and saved 25% of the balance amount. If he now has rupees 2,500 left, then find his income. ನಮ್ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ income amount ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. It is unknown value. So let us assume income is equal to rupees X. So poor people get 7%. Poor is 7%. 7% of what is income, which is X. ಆಮೇಲೆ he saved 25% of the balance amount. So ನಮ್ ಬಡ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ 7% ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ balance ಎಷ್ಟು? Balance is 100 minus 7, which is 93% of X. ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ? ಇಲ್ಲ. Only 25% of the balance amount. So savings is 25% of balance. Balance ಎಷ್ಟು? 93% of X. So 25% of 93 ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 23.25% of X. So 23.25% of his X, that is income, ಅವನು ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. Okay. Now next part of the question. If he now has rupees 2,500 left, then find his income. ಅಂದ್ರೆ find X. 2,500 left. So ನಮ್ಗೀಗ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 23.25% of X value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So 23.25% of X is equal to 2,500. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 23.25 by 100 into X, which is 2,500. X will equal to 2,000. ಇದು 25,000 ಅಲ್ಲ, 2,500. X is equal to 2,500 into 100. .25. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಫೈನಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 10,752.688. ಇದನ್ನ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. 6.88 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6.9 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. So we found X, which is his income. Correct option is option B. Coming to the next question. A bucket has 60 liters of milk and water mixture made by mixing milk and water in which 80% is milk. Okay. Now Rohan added some water to the mixture such that the percentage of milk became 60%. So ಮುಂಚೆ 80% ಇತ್ತು milk, ಈಗ 60% ಆಯ್ತು. Find out how much water he added to the mixture. Illi, they have given us initially percentage of milk is equal to 80%. ಸೊ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 80% ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ percentage of water is equal to the remaining amount 20%. The mixture total amount is 60 liters. So in 60 liters total water ಎಷ್ಟು in liters 20% of 60. Then if calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will be 12 liters. And of course remaining 60 minus 12 ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 48 liters milk ಇರುತ್ತೆ 12 liters water. Now Rohan added some water to the mixture. Rohan added some water to the mixture and question is find out how much water he added. So that is our unknown ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Let water added equal to x liters. Now 12 plus x because ಮುಂಚೆ 12 liters water ಇತ್ತು ಈಗ extra x liters of water. So total water right now is 12 plus x divided by total of the mixture. ಮುಂಚೆ 60 ಇತ್ತು ಈ extra x liters add ಆಯ್ತು mixture ಗೆ. So 60 plus x into 100 is equal to 40. How 40? ಈಗ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ percentage of water in the new mixture ನೋಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ. Total water divided by total mixture into 140. Why 40? Because percentage of milk became 60. So water will be the remaining. 100 minus 60, 40. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು solve ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ $1,200 plus 100x is equal to 2,400 plus 40x. Simple calculation. 100x minus 40x is equal to 2,400 minus 1,200. 60x is equal to 1,200. We bring 60 this side. X is equal to 1,200 divided by 60 ನಿಮಗೆ 20 liters ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. What is x? What did we assume to be x? X is the water added. And question ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು. Let's go back to the slides. Correct option is option D, 20 liters. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು a train 300 meters long is running at a speed of 72 km per hour. In how much time will it pass a bridge of 100 meters long? Now 17, 18, 19, 20 ಅಂತ options ಇದೆ. Looking at the options ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು that we can't eliminate any option by just looking at the question. So let us go to solving it. ಈಗ let us see what they have given to us. A train 300 meters long. So length of train is equal to 300 meters. Is running at a speed of 72 km per hour. So speed is equal to 72 kilometers per hour. But till one thing you notice madi. Length is given in meters, but speed kilometers per hour al kottide. So idan now convert madbeku. We have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So illi trick ide. To convert any kilometer per hour value into meter per second, you have to multiply it by 5 by 18. Similarly, ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ meter per second to kilometer per hour ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ just multiply with the reciprocal of this, which is 18 by 5. This is one small trick ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So So in this case, speed is 72 kilometers per hour. We want to convert to meter per second. So 72 into 5 by 18. 18 divided by 1, 18 divided by 4. So 4 into 5 is 20 meter per second. Okay. In how much time will it pass a bridge of 100 meters long? So length of bridge B anta hakona is equal to 100 meters. Now, namge speed, time and distance formula gottalva. Speed is equal to distance divided by time. Usually, ಈ 3 variables ಅಲ್ಲಿ any 2 variables value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ and third variable ನೀವು find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So in this case, ನಮಗೆ length of train ಇದೆ, length which is the distance. So distance ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ speed ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So in this question, in how much time ಅಂತ we have to find using this formula. Now, before that, okay, speed is equal to distance. Okay, so ಈ formula plug in ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ speed is equal to distance. So what is the distance here? What is the distance that the train will travel for the bridge, like through the bridge? Suppose this is the bridge. Idu train anta ನೀವು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Train is given to be 11. Train is longer. So let us draw 300 meter long train and 100 meter bridge. So how much time will it pass? Pass a bridge of 100 meters long andre idu fully pass agbeku. The last point of the train should pass the bridge. So the distance traveled will be 100. So illi bridge end barutte, the starting point, but it has to pass that. So 100 plus 300, length of the bridge plus the length of the train will be the total distance. So speed is equal to distance, which is length of train plus length of bridge divided by time. Namiga, let us bring time to the left hand side. Time is equal to, we know length of train has given us 300. Length of bridge is given to be 100 divided by speed. Speed namge illi 20 meters per second anta bantu. So simple calculation. 400 divided by 20. 20 seconds should be the answer. Correct answer is option D, 20. Second question. Train A is 1.2 kilometers long and is running along train B at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Running along andre is going in the same direction. Anta. Both the trains are going in the same direction. Train B is 2/3 the length of train A and runs at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, train B information kotru. In how much time will it take for train A to overtake train B? 12 minutes, 6 minutes, 3 minutes and 8 minutes. Okay. Iga illi concept of relative speed anta we have to first understand. Because here two objects are moving. Train A is also running, train B is also running at different speeds. So what is relative speed? Relative speed of A, that is train A, with respect to B. Train B at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. So 80 minus train B is runs at 60 kilometers. 60. So the relative speed of train A with respect to train B is 20 kilometers per hour. 80 is speed of train A, 60 is speed of train B. So relative speed is 20. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ subtract ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನು. Now they have given to us train B is 2/3 the length of train A. So length of B is equal to 2/3 of length A. Length A has been given to us. Train A is 1.2 kilometers long. So 2/3 of andre multiplication of length A 1.2. 1.2 ನೀವಿನ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 12/10. So 8/10, which is nothing but 0.8 kilometer is the length of train B. Now ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು, or rather they are asking how much time will it take for train A to overtake train B. So A overtakes B. In this situation, distance traveled by A, train A, is equal to length of A plus length of B. Henge. Again, let us assume this is train B. This is, wait, how much time will it take for train A to overtake train B? This is A. Now, for train A to overtake B, it'll start agtiya. Overtake andre eno? It is complete, train A has completely passed B. Andre the last point of train A should pass the initial portion of train B. So train A should come here to be considered as overtaken by train B. So what is the total distance it has to travel? This plus this. So this is nothing but the length of train B. And this much is nothing but the length of train A. So A plus B. Distance traveled by A from here to here is length A plus length of train A plus length of train B, which is equal to, as we have found out already, 1.8 plus 0.8, 1.2 plus 0.8 kilometer, which is 2 kilometers. Now, distance gotu namge speed, relative speed initially we found out. Now, time and distance formula. Time is equal to distance by speed. What is the distance? 2 kilometers divided by speed. What is the speed? 20 kilometers per hour. Kilometers. If e stage ali, before you plug the values into the time, distance, speed formula and if value find madak munche, just check if all are in the same unit, because illi kilometer ide, illu kilometer per hour ide, it's all in the same unit. Akasmat 1 meter ide atha speed meter per second ide, that is when you have to convert using the factors of 5/18 or 18/5, depending on what you have to convert, as explained in the previous question. So niviga 2/20, which is 0.1 hour, which is 1/10 of 60 minutes, which is equal to 6 minutes. Let us check the answer. Correct answer is option B, 6 minutes. Last question. A train moves past a pole and a tunnel 260 meters long in 8 seconds and 10 seconds respectively. Andre illi two things ide. Pole ide, stationary object, and a long tunnel. tunnel length ಏನು 260 meters. So first it passes the pole in 8 seconds and then it takes 10 seconds to pass the tunnel of 260 meters. Ishte information kottide namge. Okay. Question is, what is the speed of the train? All right. So you know, pole is the first part of the question. Tunnel is the second part. Let us consider the pole part first. Here, we know formula is speed is equal to distance by time. Correct? Okay. What is the length of the train? Wait one second. Yeah. Length of the train is the distance traveled for it to pass the pole, which is equal to, so idanilli time na left hand side ki tandre speed into 8 seconds, because it is given that it passes the pole in 8 seconds. And what is the distance traveled when the train passes the pole? The length of the train itself. So distance is length of the train, which is equal to speed into 8. All right. This is equation 1. Next, tunnel nodana. Here, what is the distance traveled tunnel pass agidike? As we saw in the previous example, the tunnel distance cover madbeko, and ad pass anta bare to completely finish the tunnel and come out, the length of the train lekka barutte. So the distance is length, using the same formula, distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is length of train plus length of, one second. Correct. Tunnel capital T anta. All right. So this distance is equal to, again, the same speed, but it takes 10 seconds only. Okay. Now this is formula 2. From the pole part of the question, namge gottayitu that length of train is 8s. So let us replace it in equation 2. 8s plus length of the tunnel has been given to us, which is 260 meters. Length of tunnel is 260 meters, is equal to 10s. So simple equation, there's only one variable. 2s is equal to 260 and s is equal to 130. What is s? Speed. So unit is meter per second. Answer is 130 meter per second. Problems on trains ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, ಹರ್ಷ can do a piece of work in 50 days. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮುಗಿಸೋಕೆ 50 ದಿನ. ಓಕೆ. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಇನ್ 20 days? ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು, ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, 20 days and 50 days. So 20 by 50, ಅದನ್ನ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 by 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, and it should be option C ಅಂತ. Let's just verify that calculation ಮಾಡಿ. Now, and just ನೀವು ಈಗ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, let's suppose this square represents the work that is to be completed. Let's assume this work is completed in 2 days. So in 1 day, ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Half of this. So in 1 day, half work. And in 2 days, full work will be completed. Similarly, let us say this represents a work, and ಈ work na 3 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ complete ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So first day will complete 1/3. Second day, another 1/3. Third day, the last 1/3. So the last day, that is the third day ಅಲ್ಲಿ full work is completed. So that is the formula. ಈಗ ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹರ್ಷ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಅ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ 50 days ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ 1 day's work is always equal to 1 by the number of total days. So in this case 50. Okay, now our 20 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ how much work ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Therefore 1 day's work ಗೊತ್ತೀಗ 1 by 50. In 20 days it will be simple multiplication. 20 into 1 by 50, which is nothing but if you simplify 2 into 1 2 by 5. So 2 by 5th of the work he can complete in 20 days. Correct answer is 2 by 5th. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಿತ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. A, B and C can do a piece of work in 20, 30 and 60 days respectively. So A can do it in 20 days. Same work B 30 days ತಗೋತಾರೆ and C same work ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 60 days ತಗೋತಾರೆ. Okay. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. Now, in how many days can A do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? All right. So, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ A, B and C can individually ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 20, 30 and 60 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. Now, in how many days can A do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಬರೀ A ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೇ ಮತ್ತೆ only A will do the work, third day he will be assisted by by B and C. So A, B and C ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ಸ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಡೇ only A, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಡೇ ಬರೀ A ನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಗೇನ್ ದ ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಡೇ A, B and C ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Similarly every third day, so third, sixth, ninth, 12th A, B and C ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So now ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 days ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕೋಣ. A's 2 days of work is equal to 1 by 20, because 1 days of work is 1 divided by total number of days, which is 20. So 1 by 20 into 2. Why 2? Yakandre 2 days, which is 1 by 10. 2 days ali A completes 1 by 10th of the work. Third day A, B and C ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So A plus B plus C's 1 day work is equal to 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30 plus 1 by 60, because individually they take this much days to complete. So ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6 by 60, which is 1 by 10. So 2 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 by 10 ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Again third day ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿ 1 by 10 ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So therefore work done in 3 days is equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10, which is 2 by 10, further simplified to 1 by 5. ಈಗ 1/5 of the work is done in 3 days. Question ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು in how many days can A complete the work? So this is the complete work ಅಂತ pictorially let's represent. 1 by 5th, let's divide this into 5 parts. 1 by 5th of the work is completed by 3 days. So complete work ಮುಗ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ 3 into 5. So their whole work will be done in 3 multiplied by 5 days, which is nothing but 15 days total again total. Let's check the options. Option B, 15 days is the correct answer. Next question. 40 men can catch 200 sharks in 20 days by working 6 hours a day. Just information ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು, but let's ಗಮನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು let's see the question. Now, in how many days can 25 men catch 300 sharks working 4 hours a day? ಈಗ ನೀವು ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡಿ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು that there's too much information, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದೆ. Anytime you see people doing a certain amount of work where they're given quantity of people, or in this case quantity of men, quantity of work is nothing but catching sharks. So 200 sharks is the work. Number of days, number of hours, ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ there's one simple formula. M1 D1 H1 divided by W1 is equal to M2 D2 H2 divided by W2. ಈ simple formula ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. M1 D1 H1 by W1 is equal to M2 D2 H2 by W2, where M is ಇಲ್ಲಿ men ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, so M ಅಂತ represent ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. It can be people or men, anybody. M stands for men, D is the number of days, H is the number of hours, and W is the work completed. 1 and 2 represents the 2 scenarios. So ಈಗ first scenario ಅಲ್ಲಿ M1 is 40 men. So 40 men multiplied by 20 days D1, and how many hours? 6 hours divided by work 1. Work I told is nothing but catching sharks. So 200 sharks is equal to, second case they're given to us, 25 men into, okay, D2 is ಇಲ್ಲಿ variable. ನಮಗೆ there is a question asking how many days ಅಂತ. So D2 ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬರೆಯೋಣ, into number of hours 4 divided by work of catching sharks 300. Simple calculation. D2 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, T into 20 into 6 into 300. Simple LHS RHS reshuffling. 200 into 25 into 4. So here you can simplify 1, 10, 0 cancel, 0 cancel. Here 20, 20 cancel. Divided by 5, divided by 60. So 5 cancel ಆಯ್ತು. Again you can cancel 1 and 12. So what is remaining here? 6 and 12. 6 into 12, which is 72 days. Simple formula. ನೀವು values ನ plug in ಮಾಡಿ solve ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. The correct answer is 72 days. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು HCF ಅಂಡ್ LCM ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ HCF and LCM problems. First question. What is the HCF or highest common factor of 108, 288 and 360? Now first ನಾವು solve ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ let us understand the concept of highest common factor. First of all, what is a factor? Factor in ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. Let's take an example. 12. Any and all number that divides this number is its factor. So 1 divides 12, 2 divides 12, 3 divides 12, 4, 6 and 12 is also divided by itself. So ಈ ನಂಬರ್ಗಳು are, all these numbers are called the factors of 12. Okay. Now, and factors ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ. If you take this number and divide it by any number ಇಲ್ಲಿ, for example 4 ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, remainder 0 ಬರಬೇಕು. So as long as the remainder comes 0, this number is considered as the factor of this. Okay. Now common factor ಅಂತ ಏನು ನೋಡೋಣ. For that, ಈ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ ಬೇಕು. So let's take for example 24. Factors of 24 list ಮಾಡೋಣ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. ಈಗ 12 and 24 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? 1 ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದೆ, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So common factors of 12 and 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. ಆಯ್ತು. ಈಗ highest common factor of two numbers. ಈಗ 12 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, 24 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, all the common factors ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಯಾವುದು? 12 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. 12 is the highest common factor of these two numbers, 12 and 24. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು small trick ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, let's take 3 numbers ಇಲ್ಲಿ, 6, 12 and 18, and question is to find highest common factor of these 3. First ಈ 3 number in smallest number find ಮಾಡಿ, which is 6. Okay. Now ಈ 6 ಅನ್ನು, ಈ smallest number ಅನ್ನು, does it divide all the other numbers? Yes. 12 divided by 6 is 2, remainder 0. 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3 with remainder 0. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. If the smallest number divides all the other numbers, 6 is the highest common factor. Simple. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 6 is the highest common factor ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Similarly, let's take 8, 20, 28 ಮತ್ತು 44. Smallest number 8. 8 divides 20? ಇಲ್ಲ. Sorry, 20 is divided by 8? ಇಲ್ಲ. 28 is divided by 8? ಇಲ್ಲ. 44 also? ಇಲ್ಲ. So in this case, ಈ smallest number in factors ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. So 1, 2, 4, 8. ಈಗ 8 ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Next factor ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇದರದು 4. Does 20 is divided by 4? Yes. 28 is divided by 4? Yes. 44 divided by 4? Yes. So highest common factor 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ the smallest number doesn't divide all the other numbers ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ smallest number in factors ತಗೊಂಡು go backwards. 8 ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ? Okay. Next 4 ನೋಡಿ. 4 ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay, great. But in case numbers ಬೇರೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 4 ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ 2. ಆ ತರ ನೀವು highest common factor find ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So in this question, what is the highest common factor of 108, 288 and 360? Now 108, is it divisible by can it get divided by 288 and 360? Illa. So 108 the factors ನೋಡೋಣ. What is 108 divided by 2? 54. Divided by 3 is 36. So these are some factors. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾ, that which are the factors of 288, 360 ಅಂತ? No. Let us look at the options. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 54 ಬಂತು, 36 ಬಂತು, 36 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಲಿ 36. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಫೈನಲ್ ಫುಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ 36. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. 6 bells start to ring together. 6 ಬೆಲ್ ಇದೆ and starting alle they all start to ring together. Okay. And then ring at intervals of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12 seconds respectively. In 30 minutes, how many times do they ring together? Okay. So your question careful ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 6 ಬೆಲ್ ಇದೆ. Each bell every fixed duration ge it rings. So first bell every 2 seconds ring agutte, second bell every 4 seconds ring agutte. Similarly 6, 8, 10 and 12 for all the 6 bells. Now when will it ring together? Jatege yavag all bells when will they ring together? When the least common multiple of all these fixed durations 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. And in 30 minutes, how many times these 6 bells will ring together is the question. So before that, first LCM concept nodana. Least common multiple. Now first let us understand multiple andre enu. Let's take a number, for example 6. Multiples of 6 are ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು multiplication table ಮುಂಚೆ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸೇಮ್. Multiples of 6 are 6 into 1, 6, 6 into 2, 12, into 3, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 and so on. These are the multiples of 6. Now common multiple andre ಏನು? Let us take a second number, for example 9. Now what are the multiples of 9? 9 into 2, 18, into 3, 27, 36, 45, 54, etc. Common multiples andre ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ. First 18 is a common multiple. 36 is a common multiple. So common multiples of 6 and 9 are 18 and 36. LCM. L stands for least. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ numbers ಅಲ್ಲಿ which is the least number, smallest number? 18. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. LCM is 18. Of LCM of what? LCM of the two numbers 6 and 9. So ಈ LCM concept ಅನ್ನ let us use to solve this question. First we have to find LCM of these fixed durations 2, 4, 6, 8 and 12. LCM of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ multiples list ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get it as 120 seconds. ನೀವು 12 into 10 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು 120 seconds ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎರರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಚೆಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ multiple that ಎಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್. ಸೊ 120 seconds which is 2 minutes because 1 minute is 60 seconds. Okay. So in 30 minutes, how many times do they ring together? In 30 minutes, number of times the bells ring together is equal to the total time 30 divided by 2. Why 2? Yakandre every 2 minutes they ring. Now question ಮತ್ತೆ careful age let's read. 6 bells start to ring together. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ರಿಂಗ್ ಆದ್ರು. all the 6 bells rang together and then 30 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ every 2 minutes they rang. So this starting ring ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ that also you'll have to add as +1. That extra ring you have to account for. So 30 by 2 which is 15 plus 1 which is equal to 16 is the final answer. 16 times they ring, the 6 bells will ring together in a duration of 30 minutes. Let us go to the options. The correct answer is 16. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ನೀವು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 15 ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ +1 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ 15, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ 16. Okay, next question. The sum of two numbers is 60 and the HCF and LCM of these numbers are 5 and 100 respectively. Then the sum of the reciprocals of the numbers is equal to dash. 4 options ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, we have to find. Now, sum of two numbers ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Have they given us the two numbers? ಇಲ್ಲ. So let us assume the two numbers to be A and B. The sum of the two numbers is 60. A plus B is equal to 60 given information. It is my equation 1 anta hakana. And the HCF and LCM are also given 5 and 100 anta. HCF of A and B is 5. LCM of A and B is given as 100. Then what is the sum of the reciprocals of the number? Okay, we'll come to that ಆಮೇಲೆ. Now, there's an important formula. Any two numbers A and B, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they will equal to the product of A and B will equal to the HCF and LCM of these two numbers. Very important formula, very simple formula also. Any two numbers, ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will equal to the highest common factor and the least common multiple of those two same numbers A and B. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನ let us use here. A and B ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ A and B ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, HCF and LCM ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So now they are asking us sum of the reciprocals of the numbers. Reciprocal of the numbers is going to be 1 by A and 1 by B. Either the sum is equal to, we have to find now. 1 by A into B ಮಾಡಿ, similarly ಇಲ್ಲಿ into A ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you get B plus A divided by AB. Okay, now we got B plus A, which is nothing but A plus B equal to 60 divided by AB. AB is nothing but the product of the two numbers, which is also equal to the HCF and LCM. So HCF is 5, LCM is 100. Simplify. 1, 12, just divided by 2, divided by 2. So answer is 3 by 25. 3 by 25 options ಇದೆ, and that is the correct answer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ HCF and LCM ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ we will see time, speed and distance problems. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ let's start with time, speed and distance. A person crosses a 600-meter long street in 5 minutes. What is his speed in km/h? Now our question start ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ let us quickly just see time, speed, distance formulas. Simple remember ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ there is this method. ಈ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So multiplication, division and division. So simple, distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time because these are the two remaining. Now speed is equal to what is remaining? Distance and time. Illi division ide, so distance divided by time. Similarly, time is equal to distance by speed. ನೀವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಆಲ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ನೀವು ಇದರಿಂದನೇ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. All right, now come to the question. A person crosses 600 meters long. Distance is given 600 meters. Okay. In 5 minutes. Time is equal to 5 minutes. Now, here, before proceeding with the question, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 5 minutes ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Usually meter ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ the time quantity should be in seconds. The unit should be in seconds. Kilometer ಆದಾಗ it should be in hour. So let us convert this 5 minutes to seconds. 5 into 60, which is 300 seconds. Okay. What is his speed in kilometer per hour? Simple formula. Speed is equal to this formula. Distance by time, 600 by 300, cancel, which is 2 meter per second. But question in keltidre, what is his speed in kilometer per hour? So this we have to convert now. Last to last video alli ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ that to convert a meter per second quantity to kilometer per hour, you have to multiply this with 18 by 5. So speed is equal to 2 into 18 by 5 kilometer per hour, which is 36 by 5. ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ 7.2 kilometer per hour is the speed. Correct answer is option B, 7.2. Next question. Reshma travels on her cycle from point A to point B at a speed of 15 km per hour and comes back to point A at the speed of 10 km per hour. Find the average speed of her entire journey. Now, ನೀವು options ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 11, 12, 12.5 and 3.5 all are very close quantities. So, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ tricky ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Just ಗಮನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು let's solve this. Now, Reshma travels on a cycle from point A to point B. Point A and B is fixed. And since the points are fixed, the distance kuda fixed as D. Okay. When she travels from point A to point B at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour, speed 1 anta let us denote, and comes back to point A, so point B to point A at a speed of S2, which is 10 kilometers per hour. Now, find the average speed of her journey. If average anta ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ you might think that, oh, okay, 15 plus 10 divided by 2, which is average quantity, so 25 by 2 is equal to 12.5 anta. No, this is wrong. Average speed is defined as total distance covered divided by total time taken. This is the quantity definition. But illi nimge distance kottilla. They've only given you 2 points A and B anta. Time kuda kottilla. Now, in that scenario, actually in any scenario, as soon as you see two speed quantities in the question, direct agi ನೀವು ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು for average speed. 2 into S1 into S2 divided by S1 plus S2. Product of the speeds multiplied by 2 divided by sum of the speeds. Simple formula. 2 into speed 1 is 15. Speed 2 is 10. Divided by speed 1 plus speed 2. This is 150, 300 by 25. The average speed is 12 kilometer per hour, because in quantity ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ kilometer per hour. The correct answer is option B, 12 kilometer per hour. ನೀವು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ 15 + 10 divided by 2 ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. But that's not the right answer. Right answer is 12 kilometers per hour. Next question. If a person walks at 14 kilometers per hour instead of 10 kilometers per hour, he would have walked 20 kilometers more. The actual distance traveled by him is, and the 4 options. So illi they have given us 2 scenarios. Person walks at, initially is walking at 10 kilometers per hour. Okay. Instead of 10 kilometers, if he walks at this 14, he would have traveled or walked 20 kilometers more. The actual distance is question mark. Now, carefully artha ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Here time is constant. Hinge, because they're asking at the same time. Instead of bari speed change ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ distance change ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. At 10 kilometers per hour, he will cover a particular distance. If he changes speed in the same amount of time, he is covering 20 kilometers more. Because now, iga or munche 10 kilometers per hour slower speed ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಈಗ faster speed ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ. So 20 kilometers ಜಾಸ್ತಿ cover ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. But in the same time, so that is the key of this question. In the 2 scenarios, T1 and T2 anta ಹಾಕೋಣ, the time is constant. Now what is time? Distance by speed. So let us denote as d1 by s1 is equal to d2 by s2. Now what is d1? You would have, okay, distance in nಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Let us assume x. Speed 1 is 10 kilometers per hour initially. If a person walks at 14 kilometers per hour instead of 10 kilometers, so the new speed is 14, he would have walked 20 kilometers more. So initially it was x, 20 more andre x plus 20. Simple equation to solve. Cross multiply. 14x is equal to 10x plus 200. Illi distributive property apply agutte. So carry this to the side. 14x minus 10x is 4x is equal to 200. X is nothing but 50. 50 what? The unit is important here. 50 kilometer, which is the distance. The correct answer is option A, 50 kilometer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಂದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ಸಮ್ ಕೀ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. It is represented as n with an exclamation mark, n factorial anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. n factorial is nothing but n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 and so on until you reach 1. For example, let us take 6 factorial where n is equal to 6 is equal to n into n minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5 into 6 minus 2, which is 4. 6 minus 3, which is 3. 6 minus 4 and 6 minus 5. It is answer 6 into 5 30 into 4 120 into 3 360 into 2 720 is the answer for 6 factorial. ಆಮೇಲೆ 0 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1. ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾವು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಪರ್ಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದ number of different arrangements possible. Permutation is nothing but arrangement. Let's say there is X number of things and you want to arrange it in Y different ways. This is a permutation. For example, what are all the permutations made with the letters A, B, and C by taking 2 letters at a time? So here totally we have 3 letters and we have to take 2 at a time. So AB, BA, AC, CA, BC, and CV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ways we can take by taking 2 at a time from 3 letters. We can find 6 ways of arrangement. Permutation ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ that the order matters. Order always matters because AB is not the same as BA. Now, coming to combinations. Combinations just that order matters illi. For example, order does not matter. AB is the same selection as BA. So now same example tolana. A, B and C. What are the number of combinations possible by taking 2 at a time? We have AB, BC and AC. 3 combinations possible. Whereas there were 6 permutations possible. So that is a key difference between permutation and combination. Combinationally, the order matters. The order does not matter. AB is the same as BA. But permutationally, AB is different. BA is also different for permutation. We represent permutation as NPR, which is nothing but n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, where n represents the total number of things and r represents the number of things you are taking at a time. Similarly, combination is represented as NCR. It is NPR divided by r factorial, which is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So let's say, for example, same example tolana. ABC. 3 was the total and the permutation by taking 2 at a time is 3 factorial by 3 minus 2, 1 factorial, which is equal to 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 1, which is 6. Similarly, taking combination, we get the answer as n factorial divided by r factorial, 2 factorial, into n minus r, which is 3 minus 2, 1 factorial. 3 into 2 into 1 is 6. 2 into 1, 2 factorial is 2 into 1. So 2 into 1. In 3C2 is equal to 3. Okay. Now let us come to the first question. How many different 4-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with no digit being repeated in any number? So we want to form a 4-digit number. Yes, digits ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ total number of digit 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 digits. Now for the 1000th place we have 7 possibilities of numbers, 7 different ways. Okay, now they said no digit being repeated. ಸೊ ಈ 7 digits ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದೋ 1 digit ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ 1000 ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ 100th ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್? 6 possible numbers remaining. Similarly, for 10th place, you will have 5 possible numbers, and for one's place, 4 possible. So the number of different ways you can make 4-digit numbers using these 7 digits with no digit being repeated is the multiplication of this. So 7 into 6, 42. 5 into 4, 20. 42 into 20 is 840. The correct answer is 840, option D. Next question. In how many ways can a group of 5 men and 2 women be made out of a total of 7 men and 3 women? Iga gumpide 7 men are there and 3 men. 7 men and 3 women are there. ಈ 7 men ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 men ತಗೋಬೇಕು and 3 women ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 women ತಗೋಬೇಕು. So this is a case of combination. Out of 7 men, you have to take a combination of 5 men. And out of 3 women, you take a combination of 2 women. Ashte. Neevu idan solve madidre, you will get the number of ways. NCR we know is n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So in this case, 7C5, 7 factorial by 5 factorial into 7 minus 5, 2 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 3 minus 2, 1 factorial. 7 factorial by, no, ಇದನ್ನ expand ಮಾಡೋಣ. 7 factorial is 7 into 6 into 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which we can write it as 5 factorial. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ cancel ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ easy ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Into 2 factorial is nothing but 2 into 1 is 2. Into 3 into 2 into 1 is 3 factorial. 2 factorial is 2 into 1. 1 factorial again is 1. So cancel. 5 factorial cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 21 into 3, which is 63. In 63 different ways, you can make this arrangement. The answer is option D. Option B, 63. Third question. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 and 9? And also condition ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. The number formed should be divisible by 5 and no repetition is allowed. 2 conditions. Divisible by 5 and no repetition allowed. Iga, it is a 3-digit number. So similarly, let us write. Okay. 3 digits navige fill ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Condition ನೋಡೋಣ. Number form should be divisible by 5. When is a number divisible by 5? When units place ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 0 ಅಥವಾ 5 ಇರಬೇಕು. Because let's see 5 times table 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. Either 5 or 0 ನಿಮಗೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ the whole number is divisible by 5. So they have given us 6 digits. ಈ 6 digits ನಮ್ಗೆ 0 ಇಲ್ಲ but 5 ಇದೆ. So 5 in the units digit fix ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. We have to find how many ways and how many possibilities ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ. But this is fixed in the unit place because of the condition. Now, then how many different ways can you fix this in one way? All right. Because irade one possibility 5. number 5 should come there. ಈಗ 10 place. ನಾವೀಗ 6 digits ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. How many we have remaining? 5. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 possibilities of numbers ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಈ 5 numbers ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 number ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 number ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. And no repetition is allowed. So how many numbers are remaining? 4. Product of this will give you the number of ways. 4 into 5 is 20. The correct answer is 20. Option A. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಮುಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್ಸ್. First question. 8 kilograms of rice costing rupees 16 per kg is mixed with 4 kilograms of rice costing rupees 22 per kg. What is the average price of the mixture? Now this is a alligation type problem. Idralli alligation concept innenu illa. There are two quantities Q1 and Q2. Each has its own price P1 and P2, and ಅದರದ್ದು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ನೀವು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದರದ್ದು ಆವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ M ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ನೋ ಫಾರ್ ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. M, which is the average price, is equal to P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2 divided by sum of quantities Q1 plus Q2. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು Q1 and Q2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ರೈಸ್ 4 kgs of rice, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8 kgs of rice, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 kgs of rice ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ದ ಐಟಮ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಬಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ ಕೆಜಿಗೆ 16 rupees, ಅದೇ ಈ ರೈಸ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ ಕೆಜಿ 22 rupees. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಒಂದು ಬಾಸ್ಮತಿ ರೈಸ್, ಒಂದು ಬ್ರೌನ್ ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್? ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಗ್ ಇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ average price. M is equal to price 1, which is rupees 16, into Q1 8 kilograms plus price 2 22 into Q2 4 kilograms divided by sum of quantities 4 kg plus 8 kg. 16 into 8 128 plus 22 into 4 88. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 8 plus 4 12. 128 plus 88 216 divided by 12. ಇದನ್ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ divided by 2 is 6, divided by 2 is 108, divided by 2, divided by 2, 3 ones are 3 and 3 18s are 54. So the average price is 18 rupees. Correct answer is option B, 18. Next question. This is mixture question. Mixture of 20 kg of spirit and water contains 10% water. Spirit and water mix ಮಾಡಿದರೆ total average mixture ಇಂದು the total kilograms or the total quantity is 20 kg. ಈ 20 kg ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10% water. Okay. How much water must be added to the mixture to raise the percentage of water to 25%? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ currently 10% water ಇದೆ. ಆ 10% ನ 25% ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಾಟರ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? as simple as that. ಈಗ what is the amount of water in given mixture? ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಾಟರ್ ಇದೆ? ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಇಸ್ 20 kg, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 10% ವಾಟರ್. ಸೊ 10% ಆಫ್ 20 kg which is 2 kg. ಸೊ ನೀವು 20 kg 2 kg ವಾಟರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ದ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ 20 minus 2 18 kg. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಾಟರ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ವಾಟರ್? ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ x. Water to be added to make a new mixture is x. x ಏನು x kg. ಈಗ to what percentage we have to raise the water to 25%? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗ ನ್ಯೂ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ new mixture divided by total amount of new mixture, total of new mixture into 100 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 25 ಬರಬೇಕು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ದು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್. ಈಗ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್? ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ವಾಟರ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ? 2 kg ಇತ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಜಿ ನೀರು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? x kg ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಇಸ್ 2 plus x divided by ಟೋಟಲ್. ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? 20 kg ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟರ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ? ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು? x kg. ಸೊ ಮುಂಚೆ 20 ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ x ಆಡ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಇಸ್ 20 plus x into 100 is equal to 25. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 100 ನ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತರೋಣ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 1/4. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್. 4 into 2 plus x. 4 into 2 is 8. 4 into x is 4x is equal to 1 into 20 is 20 plus 1 into x is x. x is nella left hand side tarana and remaining to the right hand side. 3x is equal to 12 and therefore x is equal to 12 by 3 which is 4. x. Okay. So x ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? The water to be added. Option ನೋಡೋಣ. Option A, 4 kg is the correct answer. Third question. Find the ratio in which rice at, ನೋಡು ಮತ್ತೆ rice problem ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Rice at 7.2 per kg is mixed with rice at 5.7 per kg to produce a mixture worth 6.3 rupees per kg. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ದ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ is basically the average price. ಇಲ್ಲಿ find the ratio ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 7.2 is price 1, P1, 5.7 is P2, Q1 and Q2 ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. Do we have to find both? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ratio of the quantities, ratio of the rice which is basically nothing but quantity of rice. So ratio ಇನ್ನೇನು? Q1 by Q2. ಈ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿ Q1 Q2 ಸಿಗದಿದ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ Q1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ Q2 ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಿರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆಸ್ ವಿ ಸಾ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, m is equal to P1 Q1 plus P2 Q2 divided by sum of quantities which is Q1 plus Q2. m ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 6.3 equal to P1 is 7.2 into Q1 plus P2 which is 5.7 into Q2 divided by Q1 plus Q2. In a cross multiply ಮಾಡಿ 6.3 Q1 plus 6.3 Q2 is equal to 7.2 Q1 plus 5.7 Q2. ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೋತ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ LHS ಅಂಡ್ RHS ನ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಬೈ 10. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 6.3 Q1 will become 63. Decimal ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ into 10 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7.2 into 10 72 ಆಯ್ತು. 5.7 into 10 57 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಈಗ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ Q1 by Q2 quantity. 63 Q2 ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ತರೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ Q2 ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus 57 Q2 is equal to Q1 which is 72 Q1. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 63 Q1. 63 minus 57 is 6 Q2 is equal to 72 Q1 minus 63 Q1 which is 9 Q1. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಬೇಕಿರೋದು Q1 by Q2 ರೇಷಿಯೋ. ಸೊ 6 ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ಲಿ, 9 ನ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಂದ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತರೋಣ. is equal to Q1 divided by bring Q2 to the right hand side. ಇದನ್ನ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Therefore Q1 by Q2 or the not Q1 by Q2 ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು ರೇಷಿಯೋ. The ratio in which rice is to be mixed is equal to 2:3. Correct answer is option B. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲಿಗೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಲಾಗರಿಥಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ logarithms or logarithmic problems. First question. Which of the following statements is false? 4 statement ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Let us individually ಒಂದೊಂದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. Option A, log 1 plus 2 plus 3 which is nothing but log 6 is equal to, this is a left hand side, log 1 plus log 2 plus log 3. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ the formula is log A plus log B where both the logs have the same base. Illi 10 anta mention agilla, but by default you can assume it is 10 when it is not mentioned. So just let's mention here. So base common iddaga, and when the number is different, A and B, you can write this as log of A into B with the same base. In this case it is 10. So right hand side idana 1 and 2 and 3 multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 1 into 2 into 3 is 6. So left hand side is equal to right hand side, and thus this statement is true. This is not our option. Option B ನೋಡೋಣ. Log 2 plus 3 is equal to log 5 is equal to log 2 into 3 log 6. ಈಗ ಲಾಗ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ತರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಲಾಗ್ 2 ಇಂಟು ಲಾಗ್ 3 ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ನೀವೇನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ಲಾಗ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 2 plus 3 5, 2 into 3 6 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ. log 2 plus log 3 is wrong. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ okay, we got log 5 is equal to log 6. Is it? No, it is not. Left hand side is not equal to our right hand side because log 5 ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, log 6 ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So this statement is false and option B should be the answer to this question. ನೀವು ಈಗ immediately option B ಅಂತ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ you can go to the next question, but just option C and option D ನೋಡೋಣ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ. log 10 where base is 10, 1 is equal to 0. So basically what is log? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ let us say there is a number A raised to m which is equal to x. Log is nothing but log base A x is equal to m. What is the exponent number that you need to raise the base number to this number? This is log. Let us apply the same here. a in this case is 10 raised to m, which is equal to 0. We know that any number 10 raised to 0, 5 raised to 0, 100 raised to 0, any number raised to 0 will always give you 1. So this statement is also correct. Now option D. Log base 10 to 10 is equal to 1. Same, either e format al nodna. Here a is 10, m is equal to 1. Sorry, x is equal to 1 and m is equal to 10. This is also correct. 10 raised to 1, or as a matter of fact, any number raised to 1 will give the number itself. So this statement is also true. ನೀವು ಈ C and D ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ you can go and tick. The correct answer is option B. Second question. If log 27 is equal to 1.431, then the value of log 9 is. Now, log 27, can we write it as, or rather 27 on a number, or can we write it as 3 into 3 into 3? Expand ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So 3 into 3 is nothing but, since 3 appears 3 times, 3 raised to the power of 3, which is equal to 1.431. Now, there is a log rule that states log of a raised to b is equal to b into the value of log a for any number a and b. So, nimgilli a is also 3, b is also 3. This can be written as 3 into log 3, which is equal to 1.431. So, log 3 value ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 1.431 divided by 3, which is 0.477. ನೀವು ಇದರದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Now, ನಮಗೆ log 3 ಗೊತ್ತು. They are asking value of log 9. Log 9 is equal to log into, illi how we expanded 27 as 3 into 3 into 3. Same way, log 9 can be expressed as 3 into 3. So, 3 into 3 is nothing but 3 squared, which is 3 raised to 2. Again, log of a raised to b is equal to b into log a. So, log of 3 square is equal to 2 into log 3. Log 3 namge value illide 0.477. So, this is 2 into 0.477. Calculate madadre nimge 0.954 barutte. What is this? This value is value of log 9. Question namge ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದೆ? Log 9. So answer is 0.954. Option D is a correct answer. Third question. If log 5 plus log of 5x plus 1 is equal to log of x plus 5 plus 1, find the value of x. Similarly, similar to first question, when they have not mentioned the base, you can automatically assume it to be 10. Iga illi, when the base is common, we can multiply the numbers. So log, left hand side we can write as log of 5 into 5x plus 1. And right hand side we can write as log x plus 5 plus 1. Now we have to convert we have to convert 1 in the log format. Henge illi nimge log of 10 is what? 1, because here base is 10. 10 raised to 1 is equal to 10. So this holds true. So The number 1, we can write it in this format. We'll replace 1 with log 10, where it is understood that the base is 10. So again, here, A into B, sorry, log A plus log B mardaga, where the bases are common, you can multiply the products. So let us do that on the right hand side. Log into x plus 5 multiplied by 10. Now, illi one variable expression is there, and right hand side also there is a variable expression. Log of both the values holds true, or it is equal. This equality holds true. So log na cancel madi. Just take the expressions outside. 5 into 5x plus 1 is equal to 10 into x plus 5. Now this equation of one variable solve madana. Distributive property, 5 into 5x plus 5 into 1 is equal to 10 into x, 10x plus 10 into 5, 50. 25x, bring 10x this side, minus 10x is equal to 50 minus 5. 15x is equal to 45. And thus x is equal to 45 divided by 5. It will cut nicely. X is equal to 3. The correct answer is option A, 3. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಲಾಗರಿಥಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಂದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ. A die is rolled. Find the probability that an even number is obtained. Now, what is probability? It is nothing but the chance of an event occurring. Probability is a chance of an event occurring. Each chance ಹೆಂಗ್ calculate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? By a ratio, or you can call it the ratio of chance. For example, either it will rain today or it will not rain today. What are the total number of outcomes? Either it will rain or it will not rain. We have 2 outcomes. So what is the possibility that, or what is the probability that it will not rain today? Only one outcome. So your probability is the probability of not raining divided by the total outcomes possible. What is the total outcomes? Either it will rain or it will not rain. So 2. And the outcome of not raining is 1. So the probability is 1 by 2. It's nothing but the number of ways an event can occur divided by the total number of possible outcomes. ಈ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ನಿಮಗೆ probability ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So let us come to the first question. A die is rolled. Okay, let us stop here. What is a die? ನಿಮಗೆ 6 phases ಇರುತ್ತೆ. One phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 2, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 3, similarly 4, 5, 6 ಅಂತ all the 6 phases there will be a number from 1 to 6. So what are the different possibilities or the total possible outcomes? Either the die can show a 1 ನೀವು ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಅಥವಾ 2, 3, 4, 5 ಅಥವಾ 6. ಈ 6 possibilities ಇದೆ. So the total outcomes is 6. Now find remaining question ಹೋಗೋಣ. Find the probability that an even number is obtained. So ಈ total outcomes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ even number ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? When the number is divisible by 2. So 1 to 6 ಅಲ್ಲಿ which numbers are divisible by 2? 2 itself, 4 and 6. So what are the even number bar outcomes? Even number outcomes 2, 4 and 6. How many outcomes are these? 3 outcomes. So the number of ways an event can occur, which is 3 in this case, even number kododike, divided by total number of possible outcomes, which is 6, is the probability. This can be further simplified. So the probability is 1 by 2. Option B is the correct answer. Second question. 2 coins are tossed. 2 coins are tossed. Okay. Find the probability that 2 tails are obtained. Now, we got head and tail understand madana. This is a coin. Coin ge 2 sides irutte. This side of the coin is called as the head. E emblem kansa side. And nimge number kansa side is called the tail of the coin. So it has a head side and it has a tail side, every coin. So nimgiga 2 coins idaga, what are the different outcomes or the different possible outcomes? Either nivu first coin head barutte and second coin head barutte. This is one outcome. Or nimge first coin head barutte but second outcome head baralla, tail barutte. This is the second outcome. Third outcome is, okay, iveradal head bantu, iga tail anta barutte. And the second coin will come as head. This is the third outcome. Fourth outcome and the last outcome is, first coin matte tails barutte, but second outcome also you will get tails. Just check madi that if there's any other possible outcome. 2 coins iddaga illa. These are the possible outcomes. Now, find the probability that 2 tails are obtained. If 4 outcomes ali, when do we get 2 tails? Only in one outcome. So the probability is 1 outcome divided by total outcomes, which is 4. Answer is 1 by 4. Option A is the correct answer. Third question. 2 dice are rolled. Find the probability that the sum is equal to 4. ಈಗ previous question 2 coins ittu. So head and tail, or tail and head and head, tail and tail as different combinations bantu. But 2 dice iddag ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? What are the outcomes? Let us see few of the outcomes ಇಲ್ಲಿ. First ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Second ಅಲ್ಲೂ 1 ಬಂತು. That is one outcome. Similarly, you can get these outcomes, keeping 1 as the, like 1 in the first die as fixed. So 6 taka barutte because the die has up to the number 6. Similarly, ನೀವೀಗ 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ again 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 2 into 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, and so on. Similarly, 3 ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, 4, 5, 6 also, 6, 1, 6, 2 anta. The last outcome possible is 6, 6. Erad die it will show you as 6. So nimge ಎಷ್ಟು possible outcomes ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6. ಆ ತರ 6 times. So 6 into 6. Total outcomes is 36. Find the probability that the sum is equal to 4. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 2 dice ಇದ್ದಾಗ, or dice, forget dice, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ 4 ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Let us say 1 and 3, this outcome. Or ನಿಮ್ಗೆ first day 3 ಬಂತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ 1 ಬಂತು, this will also sum to 4. Or you'll get 2 and 2. This will also sum to 4. Can you get 0 and 4? No. 4 and 0? No. Yake? Because 0 is not a number on the dice. Any other possible outcome? Illa. These are the 3 possible outcomes that will give you sum as 4. So what is the probability? Outcomes where sum is equal to 4, which is 3, divided by total outcomes, 36. This can be further simplified. So the final probability of getting sum 4 with 2 dice is 1 by 12. Option C is the correct answer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ heights and distances problems. First question. A boy is flying a kite in the evening. The thread of the kite was 120 meters long and the angle of elevation with the boy's eyes was 30 degrees. Find the height of the kite. ಈಗ ನೀವು heights and distances question solve ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ let us revise basic trigonometry concepts. Let us consider these two triangles. Now we have either triangle we use in trigonometry. This is should be 90 degrees. Two 90-degree triangles. Okay. This is 90 degree. This is 30 degree. And this is 60 degree. This is called the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And we have the 45, 90, 45 degree triangle. Okay. Iga, anytime you have a right angle triangle with the other angles as 30 degree and 60 degree, the ratio of the sides of this triangle, let us name this triangle ABC, the ratio of the sides are always in this ratio. This will be root 3 times something. This will be again 2 times something. Now let us see trigonometric ratios. Sin theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Theta is nothing but angle. So, e short form ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So, ka, toa. ಇಲ್ಲಿ S stands for sin, C stands for cos, and C stands for cos and T stands for tan. Now what about OH, AH and OH? Sin theta is nothing but opposite side divided by hypotenuse side. Cos theta is adjacent side divided by H, A by A. A by H. Similarly, tan theta is equal to O, opposite side, divided by A, adjacent side. So these are the ratios. What did I tell you? Theta is the angle. So let us ABC triangle thodana and let us assume theta to be 30 degrees. Now, ಇದು ಒಂದು example ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Theta can be 30, 60 or 90 degree, 45. We'll come to that later. Assuming theta is equal to 30 degrees, sin 30 is equal to, now ratio ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, opposite side by hypotenuse side. So this is the 30 degree angle B. Either the opposite side ಯಾವುದು? AC divided by the hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse of this triangle? The side that is opposite to the 90 degree.
So AB. And adjacent ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ sin theta ಗೆ adjacent ಬೇಡ, but what is adjacent? ಆ angle ಇಂದು join ಆಗಿರೋ side. So BC would be the adjacent here. So AC by AB is 1/2. So sin 30 is always in the ratio 1/2. Similarly, if cos 30 ನೋಡಿದಾಗ it is adjacent by hypotenuse. What is the adjacent of 30 degrees? √3. What is the hypotenuse? 2. So cos 30 value is √3/2. And similarly tan 30. Also ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ arrange ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. Tan of any angle is equal to sine of that angle divided by cos. Here it is 1/2 divided by √3/2. So it is 1/√3. But ನೀವು ಈ O by A ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು tan 30 you will get as opposite, which is 1 divided by adjacent, which is √3. So tan 30 is 1/3. Athara you can assume theta angle as any of the other different angles, 30, 60, 90, 45, and nimge different ratios barutte. Ee triangle alli for a 45, 90, 45 triangle, these two sides are equal. So let us say this is ABC. AC and BC are equal. Ratio of 1:1, and the hypotenuse or the side that is opposite to the 90 degree is in the ratio of √2. The same if theta 45 ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು you can find sin 45, cos 45, tan 45. Now let us see the first question using this concept. A boy is flying a kite in the evening. Okay. So let us assume this is the boy and this is the ground level. He is flying a kite. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ kite ಇದೆ. The thread of the kite was 120 meters long. So the boy is here. He is holding a kite and the thread which is connecting it is 120 meters. And the angle of elevation with the boy's eyes was 30 degree. Now what do we understand by angle of elevation? Idu ground anta helidvi. From the ground, what is the angle it makes? What is the angle this thread makes is known as angle of elevation. And it has been given as 30 degrees. Find the height of the kite. Andre height of the kite from the ground. E height we have to find. Let us call it as h. Now the height is always a perpendicular to the ground. So this will be as 90 degree nimge. Idu 90, idu 30 degree andre ide eshtagutte 60 degree. Henge? Because the rule of sum of angles in a triangle, it has to add up to 180. So idu 90, idu 30 andre 120 aito, and the remaining 60 degree to make it as 180 degree. So idu 60 degree aito. Now seeing this example as theta is equal to 30 degree, we know that sin theta is 1/2. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ assume here it is 30 degree. What is sin 30 degree in this triangle? Opposite divided by hypotenuse. So opposite is nothing but opposite of 30 degree is nothing but the height divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse ಏನು? The length of the thread, which is 120. So these two are equal. ನಮಗೆ 1/2 ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, and ಈ scenario ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is h by 120. So find h ಈಗ. Solve this equation. 2h is equal to 120 because we cross multiplied. H is equal to 120 divided by 2, which is 60 meters. Answer is option B. Second question. Find the angle of elevation of the sun when the shadow of a pole of 18 meters height is
6 root 3 meters long. Illi, let us assume this is the pole. Okay, let us draw a straight pole. Pole yavattu slant iralla. Actually, first ground draw madu. This is the ground. Assume this is a straight line, and this is the pole. Okay, matte straight barilla, but it's okay. This is the pole. Now, let's complete this triangle. This is not a right triangle, so we will draw it again. Okay, no. Ignore this triangle. Okay, this is a right triangle. Finally, this is 90 degree. Now, let us name this triangle ABC. Illi, AB is the pole, represents the pole, and BC is the ground level. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಪೋಲ್ ಬಂದಾಗ it is casting a shadow because of the sun ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So let us assume the sun is here. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ shadow ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ shadow ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. So BC is also the shadow. Okay. ಇದು ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Imagine that there is a pole here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ sun ಇದೆ. Sunದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ rays ಇದೆ. So because of that, it will cast a shadow on the ground. Let us assume there is a shadow here of the pole. They have mentioned that pole is of 18 meters height. And the shadow is BC given to be 6 root 3 meters. And find the angle of elevation. Now, angle of elevation of the shadow, which is BC, with respect to the sun, which is, we can assume it to be at point A, is this angle. Let us assume this angle to be theta. Iga, in this scenario, tan theta is equal to opposite divided by adjacent, correct? What is the opposite of theta? AB, which is 18 meters, divided by adjacent, which is 6 root 3. In nimge doubt irbodu, why did we take tan theta? ನೀವು sin ತಗೋಬೋದಿತ್ತು, cos ತಗೋಬೋದಿತ್ತು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ cos and sin ಅಲ್ಲಿ hypotenuse is a part of the ratio. But ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ hypotenuse value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು theta is to be found, and we have called it as we have called the angle of elevation as theta. ನಮ್ಗೆ opposite side of theta ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, adjacent side of theta ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. That is why ನಾವು tan ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, because tan theta ಅಲ್ಲಿ opposite and adjacent ratio ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So okay, now ratio is 18 by 6 root 3. You can simplify this 3 by root 3. Now 3 ani further expand ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, which is root 3 into root 3 divided by root 3. So 1 root 3 1 root 3 cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Tan theta is root 3 ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. Now ನಮ್ಗೀಗ tan theta value ಗೊತ್ತು, but we have to find theta. Theta is nothing but tan inverse of root 3. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ angle theta ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ root 3 value ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So let us come back to 30, 60 degree, 90 triangle. This is 30. This is a 60 degree. This is 90. And ratio of the sides are in this form. ಈಗ ನಮ್ tan ಯಾವ ಥೀಟಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ root 3 ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ tan? It should be opposite should be the root 3 and adjacent side should be 1. So it will give us root 3 by 1. What, for which angle this is opposite? 60 degree. So tan 60 degree is equal to opposite side, which is root 3, divided by adjacent side, which is 1. So in this case also, theta is equal to 60 degree. What is theta? The angle of elevation of the sun with the shadow. Correct answer is option B. A ship was floating on water. The deck of the ship was 10 meters above this water level. Yuke was standing on the deck of a ship. Deck of the ship ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ, is just the floor of the ship or the ship ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ Yuke. He observes the angle of elevation of the top of a lighthouse at 60 degree. And the angle of depression, ನಮಗೆ elevation ಗೊತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ angle of depression ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Angle of depression to the foot of the lighthouse is 30 degree. Find the height of the lighthouse. Now, ಈ diagram ನ careful ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Let us assume this straight line to be deck of the ship. Yugo ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. It is denoted as point Q. Now, lighthouse ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. And lighthouse, does it stop at the deck of the ship? Illa. It continues till the ground level or the water level. So illi, he observes angle of elevation of the top of the lighthouse is 60 degree. This is the top part of the lighthouse. And the elevation to that, he is observing to be 60 degree. And to the foot of the lighthouse, foot andre innenu illa, the bottom part of the lighthouse, let us assume lighthouse is still here. The bottom part of the lighthouse, angle of depression andre ಇರೋದು ಶಿಪ್ ಡೆಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಡೆಕ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಳಗೆ, what angle that makes is angle of depression, which is 30 degree. This is also 90 because this is also 90 because perpendicular. Let us name this as point P, idu point R, and this as point S. ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, the deck of the ship was 10 meters above water. So let us assume this is the water level and this is the ship level. So ship go water go 10 meters difference ಇದೆ. This is 10. You go standing on the deck of the ship. Okay. He observes the angle of elevation. We understood. Angle of depression. Okay. Find the height of the lighthouse. So now, idu PS is the lighthouse. PS is the lighthouse. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದರದ್ದು height find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it is this much. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ PS is nothing but PR plus RS. P to R, this part, and R plus S. So R to S. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ RS information ಗೊತ್ತು. It is 10 meters. But do we know PR? We don't. So let us assume PR to be variable H. ಈಗ in triangle SQR, tan 30 degree is equal to, what is tan? Opposite divided by the adjacent side. Opposite of 30 degree is this, RS, 10 meters. Divided by adjacent side of 30 degrees, this. Don't confuse ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ that, oh, ಇದು 30 degree adra pakkad side adjacent side, so this illa. This is always the hypotenuse side. The side that is opposite to the angle 90 degrees hypotenuse. So, illi adjacent will be this one, which is QR. But ನಮಗೆ previous question is ಗೊತ್ತು that tan 30 is 1/3. So let us equate 10 by QR to 1/3. Assume QR to be the variable and then solve ಮಾಡಿ. QR is equal to 10 into root 3. Now, in triangle PQR, which is PQR, P, Q and R, tan 60 degree, because it is 60 in present in tan 60 degrees, again opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite of 60 degree ಯಾವ side ಇದೆ? PR. What is PR? We have called it as H. Divided by adjacent side. If this is 90 degree, this is the hypotenuse. And what is adjacent to 60? This line. QR. But QR ನಮಗೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. From this. So let us replace QR as 10 root 3. Previous question in the now 30-60 degree 30-60-90 degree triangle ನೋಡಿದಾಗ we also know that tan 60 degree will give us value of root 3 is the value of tan 60. So ಈ equation ನಾವೀಗ solve ಮಾಡೋಣ. H is equal to root 3 into 10 root 3. So root 3 into root 3 is 3. So H is equal to 10 into 3, which is 30. 30 ಏನು 30 meters. Now we found H. So ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು height of the lighthouse. What is the lighthouse? PS. PS is equal to PR plus RS. PR we found as H, which is 30. RS was given to us as 10. So 30 plus 10, 40 meters is the height of the lighthouse. Correct answer is option D. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಹೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಬೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. A man rows a boat at 12 km per hour along the stream and 8 km per hour against the stream. Find the speed of the boat in still water. Now, before we start the question, concept note. There is a stream. Think that this is a boat. This is the boat. Is this stream, and stream is nothing but a river ಅಥವಾ nadi. This is a stream and this is the speed of the water, V. Speed of stream, and it is going in this direction, downward. At V is equal to 0, andre when the stream is not moving or the water in the stream is not moving, it is still water. In still water, the speed of the boat, andre bari boat in speed, because the stream is not moving, only the speed of the boat is u. Let us assume it to be u. Now, sorry, this is when V is equal to 0. Yeah, V is equal to 0. Now another scenario, let us see when V is not equal to 0. Andre water is also moving at a certain speed of V in this direction. In first case or first scenario, let's assume the boat is going downward or downstream or along the stream in the same direction as the stream is moving. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ downstream ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. So let us assume downstream speed equal to be A. Now, how do we calculate this A? This is the speed of the boat in still water. The bari boat in speed is u. and speed of the stream is v. So since both are in the same direction, u plus v add ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ತರ. Downstream speed can be calculated as u plus v. Second case, let us assume the boat is going in the opposite direction of the stream or against the stream in a upstream manner. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ upstream ಅಂತಾರೆ. It is going against the direction of the stream. Let us call it b. b ಹೆಂಗೆ calculate ಮಾಡೋದು? Since this is u going in upward direction and speed of stream v is in this direction, and stream speed yavaglu change agalla, it will always be in the same direction. So since this is in opposite direction, it will be u minus v, upstream speed. Now ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ u and v ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ still water speed of boat and speed of stream ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. You can easily find downstream speed and upstream speed using these two formulas. Let us assume the opposite. If a and b, that is downstream and upstream speed, is given to you and they are asking find u and v, still water and speed of stream, then you can use this formula. U is equal to half of a plus b and v is equal to half of a minus b. U is still water speed of the boat. This is speed of the stream itself. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೀವು ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ a and b ದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ u plus v and u minus v ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ is equal to right hand side ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So these two formulas you can use depending on what quantity has been given to you ನಿಮಗೆ question ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So using this concept, let us come to the first question. A man rows a boat at 12 km per hour along the stream. Along the stream ಅಂದ್ರೆ in the same direction, so it is downstream. Downstream we are denoting as a equal to 12 km per hour. And 8 kilometers against the stream. This is upstream, against 8 kilometers per hour. Find the speed of the boat in still water. Still water we are denoting as u. U is equal to formula half into a plus b. So directly nimge a and b value illide, replace it and find half into a plus b, which is half into 20, which is equal to 10 kilometers per hour is the still water speed. Correct answer is option B. Second question. A boat whose speed is 15 km per hour in still water goes 30 kilometers downstream and it takes 4 hours 30 minutes to come back. Find the speed of the stream. E question ali we have to find the speed of the stream and we are denoting that as v according to our formula. Now downstream speed, which is a, we know as u plus v. U is given to us still water speed 15 kilometers per hour. So 15 plus v anta let us write. Upstream speed b, which is u minus v, is equal to 15 minus v. V is unknown to us, we have to find it. Iga they have given to us a time duration. It takes 4 hours 30 minutes to come back. So imagine this is the stream. Boat in the start aito, it went till the end of the river and came back. So it went downstream and matte upstream bantu. So the total time taken t is equal to time taken to go downstream plus time taken to go upstream. Now namge time formula ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. it is distance divided by speed. So distance by speed of downstream plus distance divided by speed of upstream. Distance is constant in both cases. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ it goes 30 kilometers downstream. If it goes 30 kilometers downstream, it has to come back also upstream 30 kilometers. So 30 divided by speed of downstream is nothing but a, 15 plus v. Actually, we can replace this as a and b. Okay, plus again in this case also upstream d is 30 divided by b, which is 15 minus v. And namge total time quantity kottidare. It takes 4 hours 30 minutes. 4 hours 30 minutes. So idana let us calculate this. 30 into 15 minus v plus 30 to 15 plus v divided by 15 plus v into 15 minus v. Now denominator common madidvi by multiplying the numerators is equal to 4 hours 30 minutes is 4.5 hours. 4.5 can be denoted as 45 by 10 divided by 5. So it can be denoted as 9 by 2. 9 by 2 hours. Okay. 30 into 15. 450 minus 30v. In distributive property apply madi. Plus 450 plus 30v. Divided by, there's a formula. Nimge a plus b into a minus b ithaga, it is a square minus b square. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ a is 15 and b is v. So 15 plus v into 15 minus v is a square, which is 15 square, 225 plus v square is equal to 9 by 2. Numerator ಅಲ್ಲಿ minus 30v and plus 30v cancel out ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 450 plus 450, 900 by 225 plus v square is equal to 9 by 2. Cross multiply, 1800 is equal to 225 into 9 be 2025 plus 9v square. Oh sorry, one small mistake here. It is a square minus b square, not plus b square according to this formula. So illi kuda minus barutte. Okay, now transfer 9v square to this side. 2025 minus 1800, 225. So v square is equal to 225 divided by 9. 75. V square is equal to 25. And we know that square root of 25 is equal to 5. So v, which is the speed of the stream, is 5 kilometers per hour. Option D is the correct answer. Third question. A sailor can row 6 kilometers per hour in still water. It takes him twice as long to row up as to row down the river. Find the speed of the stream. ಇಲ್ಲಿ upstream speed is assumed to be b. Downstream speed is equal to a, but they have given to us one information. Illi, it takes him twice as long to row up as to row down. Therefore, a can be written as 2b automatically because it's taking him twice as long. U, which is the speed in still water, is half of a plus b. And namge a is given to be 2b. So half of 2b plus b, which is equal to 3b by 2. Consider this as equation 1. But they've also namge kottidare in the question that sailor can row 3 kilometers per hour in still water. So u is given to us as 6 kilometers per hour. This is equation 2. Equate 1 and 2 because both are giving you value of u. 3b by 2 is equal to 6. So 3b is equal to 6 into 2, which is 12. b is equal to 4 kilometers per hour. They are asking us find the speed of the stream, which we are denoting as speed of stream is equal to v, and v is equal to half of a minus b. A is given to us as 2b, but we know b is 4. So 2 into 4 is 8. 8 minus b, which is 4. Half of 4. Answer is 2. 2 kilometers per hour is the speed of the stream. Option D is the correct answer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್, ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್, ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂಡ್ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ಡ್ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, note these down, and after noting it down, video na play ಮಾಡಿ. First question, find the 12th term in the series 2, 5, 8, 11, 14 and so on. So before we start, arithmetic progression is where nimge the difference between two numbers is always there's an added constant. So for example, illi 2 plus 2 will give you 4. 4 plus 2 will give you 6. 6 plus 2 will give you 8 and so on. There's a common number added to every number and thus the series continues. In geometric progression, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 2 into 2 will give you 4. 4 into 2 8. 8 into 2 16. 16 into 2 32 and so on. When there's a number multiplied to the previous number and that results in the next number in the series, it is a geometric progression. Harmonic progression is where the denominator of every number in the series forms a arithmetic progression. Really, denominator is 2, 4, 6 and 8. According to the arithmetic progression rules, you can see that this series is following a AP because 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 4 plus 2 is equal to 8, 6 plus 2 is equal to, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, 6 plus 2 is equal to 8 and so on. So these are the 3 different progressions we will be seeing in this video. Now, the first question is, find the 12th term in the series 2, 5, 8, 11 and 14. The formulas note down maditra, just have a look at that. In arithmetic progression, the nth term or Tn is denoted using this formula. A plus n minus 1 into D, where A is the first number in the series, n is the term of the series. So for example, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 12th term or nth term ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, that number is n, the position of the number, and D is the number that is added to the previous term in the series to make the to give an output of the next number in the series. So let us see this series of 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. A is the first number in the series, which is 2. D is the number that is added to make this number. So we can just check it as 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 is D. Or let's say 11 and 14. 11 or 14 check mado. 14 minus 11 will give you 3. So D is equal to 3. Now, namge 12th term they have asked. 12th term is T12. Therefore, n or the position of the number in the series which we have to find is 12. Now, according to the formula, T12 is equal to A, which is 2, plus n minus 1, which is 12 minus 1, into D, which is 3. So then solve madre, we get 12 minus 1 is 11, 11 into 3, 2 plus 33, which is equal to 35. The correct answer is option D, 35. Second question. Find the number of terms in the series 5, 10, 20, ... and the last number in the series is 320. First of all, series, the series is in which progression you have to identify. Is it in AP? 5 plus what will give you 10? 5 plus 5. Okay. 10 plus 5 should be 15. But if 15, it is not 15. So it is not in arithmetic progression. And it is definitely not in harmonic progression because only fractions beku. Here, 5 into 2 will give you 10. 10 into 2 is giving you 20. So we can see that this is in geometric progression, this series. For geometric progression, we formula nodirbodu that the nth term or Tn is equal to, well, let us denote it as An is equal to A1, which is the first term in the series, into R raised to n minus 1. This is the formula. In e question, first term A1 is 5. Or we can find by dividing any number with the previous number. So for example, let's say 10 by 5. So R is equal to 2. Let us try 20 by 10. It will also give us 2. So R is equal to 2. Then An is the last number, 320. Now, how many numbers are there till this 320 namge bekiradu? So the nth term we have nth term is 320. Now, according to the formula, this formula, An, which is 320, is equal to A1, which is 5, multiplied by R, which is 2, into n minus 1. We have to find n, the number of terms. If we solve this, 320 by 5 is equal to 2 raised to n minus 1. 320 by 5 nimge 64 barutte. Now, 64, can it be written as 2 raised to 6? You can verify it also by calculating 2 raised to 6 is 64. Right hand side is 2 raised to n minus 1. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ base of both the LHS and RHS is 2 and exponent is different. And ಇಲ್ಲಿ equality sign ಇದೆ. So we can cancel 2 and equate n minus 1 is equal to 6. Thus n is equal to 6 plus 1, which is 7. So the number of terms in this series is 7. Correct answer is option D. Third question. Find the 15th term in the series 1 by 3, 1 by 6, 1 by 9, 1 by 12 and so on. ನೀವು fractions ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ you would have got a clue that it might be harmonic progression. But before proceeding, ಅದನ್ನ verify ಮಾಡಿ. Are the denominators in a arithmetic progression series? Here 3 plus 3 will give you 6. Okay. 6 plus 3, does it give you 9? Yes, correct. 9 plus 3 is giving you 12. So the denominators are in arithmetic progression, and thus 1 by 3, 1 by 6, 1 by 9 and so on is in harmonic progression. Now, to find the nth term in a harmonic progression, we can use this formula. 1 by a plus n minus 1 d. Now, what is the AP series here? The series of denominators 3, 6, 9 ಮತ್ತು 12 and so on. So here we know that first term A1 is equal to 3. D is equal to 3 because 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. We are adding 3 to get the next number. So the D is 3. So the 15th term we have to find. So n is equal to 15. According to the arithmetic progression formula, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. An is what we have to find, where n is 15, which is equal to a or a1, which is 3, plus n minus 1. 15 minus 1 into d is also given 3. This we can solve. 3 plus 14 into 3, which will give 3 plus 42, which is 45. Now 45 is not the answer. ನಮಗೆ ಈಗ ಬೇಕಿರೋದು 15th term in the harmonic progression series. So T15, which is the 15th term in the harmonic progression series, is 1 by A15, which is 1 by 45. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ 45 ಇದೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ 1 by 45 ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಮಾಡದಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಿಕ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ಬಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, 1 by 45. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು AP, GP and HP ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅ ನ್ಯೂ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. In this video, we will be proceeding with the first topic of logical reasoning, which is blood relations. First question. Karan was looking at the photograph and explaining to his friend that she is the daughter of the only daughter of my mother. What is Karan's relation with that girl's mother? So for solving all blood relation problems, here are a few tips. Number 1, gender. Never assume it. For example, nimge question alli there is a girl and that girl's child is the father of so and so. So that girl's child anta helaga, child can be son or daughter. Similarly, if they say this boy's parent and Ajay are siblings, so parent anta andaga it can be his mother, his father. So never assume gender unless nimge question will specify agidre. Second tip, whenever you're given either a family or like blood relations question, draw the diagram. And for the diagram, all people of the same generation draw in the same line. For example, there are two brothers A and B. Our parents na mother, father, drawing the upper level. Similarly, A's children X and Y, draw below. So nimge all people of the same generation, same level iddaga nimge there will not be any confusion. Third tip is the given information, mention it in the question. So for example, either diagram, let us assume that they have given to us that B is the wife and A is the husband. So if B is the wife, automatically you know it is female. So mention female, male. Given information always mention, and husband wife ante it's in HW. Some note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ so that you know what is given and what is to be found in the question. That is the third tip. Fourth tip is imagine your own family in the question. So for example, Lily, Karan was looking at the photograph and explaining to his friend that she is the daughter. So put yourself in Karan's shoes. Neeve Karan anta ankondo you solve the question. Because then when you relate it to your own family, nimge easy age artha agutte. Fifth tip is always use initials of the given people when drawing a diagram. So let us say that Priya and Riya are sisters. So you draw P and R, sisters anta denote ಮಾಡಿ. And Riya's daughter is Monica. So M anta mention ಮಾಡಿ. Never write the full names, nimge ಜಾಸ್ತಿ time consume ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So always use the initials and nimge quick age diagram draw ಮಾಡಿ you can solve the question. So using all these tips, let us start with the questions. Karan was looking at the photograph and explaining to his friend that she is the daughter of the only daughter of my mother. There are three parts to this. Iga my mother andre who is Karan's mother. So this is Karan. He has a mother. Now reversal hogana. Okay, my mother, done. Only daughter of my mother. Who is the only daughter of Karan's mother? So Karan is also child of this mother. But this person has a daughter also. So he has a daughter. But we know that if the mother has two children, Karan and another daughter, that daughter has to be Karan's sister. Karan's sister. Now, only daughter, we have drawn the diagram. She is the daughter of the only daughter. So Karan's sister has a daughter. Let's just call her X. And ಇಲ್ಲಿ bracket female anta, because we know it is daughter. Now the question is, what is Karan's relation with that girl's mother? Who is that girl here? The girl in the photograph, and which is she. So this girl's mother is Karan's sister. So what is Karan's relation with his sister? He is her brother. So the answer is option A, brother. Next question. Ajay and Bhuvan are brothers and Chaitra and Diksha are sisters. Ajay's son is Diksha's brother. How is Bhuvan related to Chaitra? Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ Ajay and Bhuvan brothers ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ and they have given you two sets of siblings. Don't assume that the parents of the two siblings are same. Ajay Bhuvan brothers and Chaitra Diksha sisters ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೊರತು ಅವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ they have not given you any information yet. So Ajay and Bhuvan brothers. Let us just write here separately. Chaitra and Diksha are sisters. Now let us come to the second part of the question. Ajay's son is Diksha's brother. So Ajay has a son and this son is brother to Diksha. So these two are siblings. Now this automatically makes Diksha daughter of Ajay. And ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ that Chaitra is sister of Diksha. So these two are also siblings. All these three are siblings. The son, Diksha and Chaitra. And their father is Ajay. How is Bhuvan related to Chaitra? How is Bhuvan related to Chaitra? ಈಗ ಅಜಯ್ಗೆ 3 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, a son and 2 daughters, Diksha and Chaitra, who are sisters. And Bhuvan is brother, like ಅಣ್ಣ ತಮ್ಮ of Ajay. So Bhuvan ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಚೈತ್ರಗೆ? Uncle. Option C, uncle is a correct answer. Third question. A is the sister of B. C is the father of B. D is the wife of C and E. No, D is the wife of C and E is the father of D. How is E related to B? Illi, they have given to us that A is the sister of B. Sisters. So, if A is sister of B, A is female. B ಬಗ್ಗೆ we don't know their gender yet. C is the father of B. C is the father, and if C is the father, he is a male. D is the wife of C. Wife. So, D is automatically a female. Now, illi pause ಮಾಡಿ before going to the next part of the question. If C and D are married and husband and wife, and B is the child of C, then A also automatically becomes a child of C and D. So, you can write these two are the A and B are the children of C and D. Now, E is the father of D. E has a father. So, E is automatically male. How is E related to B? Iga, E's daughter, which is D, her son or daughter is B. So, E should be the grandfather of B. Option B is the correct answer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್. Question 1. Ram, Varun, Avni, Josna, Sonali and Kamlesh are sitting in a row. Sonali and Kamlesh are sitting in the middle of the row next to each other. Varun and Avni are sitting at different ends. Avni is sitting right to Ram. Who is sitting right to Varun? For all seating arrangement type questions, keep the following things in mind. 1. Step by step adan break down ಮಾಡಿ solve ಮಾಡಿ. If you see all the information together, confuse ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So break it down and then solve. Second, as you saw in the previous video, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಿಮಗೆ like multiple names ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮ್, ವರುಣ್, ಅವನಿ ಅಂತ. Always take the initials only. Third tip is, in case they have given a row and Avni is sitting right to Ram, who is sitting right of Varun. So right and left, or if it's a circle, clockwise or anti-clockwise, always be careful of directions. Kottira directions na verify, cross check, see ನೀವು correct ಆಗಿ if you're taking the directions and then proceed. Fourth tip is, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಮೆನಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎರರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಕೀಪ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ perform trial and error. Now let us see the first question. Ram, Varun, Avni. Okay, so all the people, let us just write their initials in there. Avni, Jyotsna, Sonali and Kamlesh. They're sitting in a row. Row andre straight line. So illi how many people are there? 6 people. So let us just put 6 places here because they're sitting in a row. Sonali and Kamlesh are sitting in the middle of the row. Middle andre this place and this place. So Sonali and Kamlesh illi illidare, but Sonali elli and Kamlesh elli namge exact position question alli kottilla. So let us just write here Sonali or Kamlesh. Similarly here also Sonali or Kamlesh. Either of the two will occupy each of these seats. Okay. Now Varun and Avni are sitting at different ends. These are the ends. And who is at which end? Kotilla. So again, Varun slash Avni. It can be any of those two. Here also, Varun slash Avni. One of those two. Next, Avni is sitting right of Ram. Who is sitting right to Varun? Okay. Now, Avni is sitting right to Ram. To confirm exact Ram's position, nimge Avni dinna guarantee illa, either here or here. So since no information has been given to us, yellow one kade confirm madi. So Varun and Avni, let us assume Varun is here. So if Varun is here, Avni is definitely here. Okay. Now, Avni is sitting right of Ram. So if this is Avni, Ram will sit here. So right side of Ram is Avni. Now S and K. So these two will also occupy irregularly. So who is left now in the 6 people? Ram occupied the seat, Varun is done, Avni is done, and middle 2 seats Sonali and Kamlesh will occupy. The only one left is J, Jyotsna. So Jyotsna will come here. Our question keltiradu, who is sitting right to Varun? This is Varun. Varun's right is Jyotsna. So the correct answer is J, Jyotsna. Option A is the correct answer. Second question. 7 classmates are sitting together forming a circle. Now in this case, it is a circle. It is not a straight line, not a row. Okay, they're sitting in a circle and playing some game. They are A, E, G, L, O, R and X. In nimge agli initials kottidare, which is even better. Now, following information has been given. L is not sitting next to G or O. A is sitting adjacent to E and G. X, who is sitting second right to L, is adjacent to O and R. Question is, who is sitting at the third left of E? Now in this case, again, there's overload of information, so step by step, nodana. They are forming a circle. And how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So in circle assume madana. And let us draw 7 places. 7 seats anta. 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay. L is not sitting next to G or O. Okay, we don't know any of their positions, so we can't conclude anything from this. Let us go to the second piece of information. A is sitting adjacent to E and G. Andre, adjacent to both E and G, A is sitting. So let's fix a position for A. Is sitting next to E also, sitting next to G also. Andre, it is obvious that A should be in between E and G. Okay, so second we have done. X, who is sitting second right to L, is adjacent to O and R. Okay. Now, let's come back to the first point. L is not sitting next to G or O. So we know that if G is here, L can definitely not come in this position. So L is either here, here or here. ಈ 3 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ L ಇರಬೇಕು. X, who is sitting second right to L. So ನಮಗೀಗ L fix ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, but we know 3 possibilities of L. So let us assume first case. Assume L is sitting here. If L is sitting here, X is sitting second right to L. So if L is here, first right, second right. Can X sit here? No, because G is already occupying. Therefore, case 1 is false. L cannot sit in this position. So it has to be these two. Now they're also told us X is adjacent to O and R. So similar to this point, X illi andre O is also adjacent, R is also adjacent, or vice versa also it can be itara. We don't know the exact positions of O and R to which side it is, but X is definitely in between O and R. So nimgiga, you know that 3 consecutive seats you have to reserve for R, X and O. If L is here, remaining 2 have to come here and 1 has to come here, which we cannot do. Okay, because R, X and O has to take continuous 3 seats. So definitely L is not here. So the only remaining place for L is here. Now O, X and R are taking these seats and we know that X is in between. Now we have to fix O and R position in these remaining 2 seats. It is given to us in the first statement that L is not sitting next to G or O. So if L is here, O definitely cannot come here because it cannot sit next to O. So that leaves us with only one option of O to be in this position. And O illi andre R has to come in this position. Okay, now Ella, we have found the seats of all the 7 people. Question is, who is sitting at the third left of E? Now, if this is E, how do you calculate right or left? Now, assume that you're at a table, like they're all sitting around the table. They are facing the table inwards. They're facing this direction. And imagine yourself sitting in this position. If you're sitting in this position and facing the inside part of the table, what will be your right? This will be your right and this will be your left because you are facing the table. Okay, so who is sitting at the third left of E? 1, 2, 3. O is sitting at the third left of E. Correct answer is option A, O. Third question. Now, E question compared to the previous 2 questions, even more extra information. 8 people, they're sitting in a square table and almost 6 to 7 bullet points there, and who is sitting in between who. Before all this, and in fact, any question nimge seating arrangement question aptitude paper al bandaga, find out what is the last question or what is the actual nimge yen find madbekagirodu. Question is, where is Puneet sitting? Okay, so now let us see if we can find this out without finding all the positions of all the people given in the question. ಈಗ ಈ ಯಾವ್ದರ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪುನೀತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಾರ, ವಿನೀತ್, ಮನು, ಸುಮಿತ್, ಮನು, ಪುನೀತ್. ಓಕೆ, ಪುನೀತ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ವಿಮಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆನಿ. ಸೊ ವಿಮಲ್, ಪುನೀತ್, ಡೆನಿ ಫಾರ್ ಶೋರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು 3 of them are sitting together with Puneet in the middle ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು from the third point. Now come to the options. Where is Puneet sitting? Next to Archana? Definitely not, because ikade akade Vimal and Denny iradu. Between Manu and Suneet? Definitely not, because Vimal and Denny is to the either side of Puneet. Adjacent to Denny? Yes, definitely, because he is sitting in between these two and Denny is next to him. Second right to Vimal? Illa. Vimal on paktane idane. So without solving the question, and even if you start solving, ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್, ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಪುನೀತ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೆನಿ. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಸೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ we will start series completion and decoding questions. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ let's start with data interpretation, the first part, which is bar charts. The production of paper in lakh tons by 3 companies X, Y and Z over the years has been given. Study the graph and answer the questions that follow. So every time you're given a graph or any data interpretation question, yavaglu just pay attention to what has been asked on the x-axis, y-axis, or rather what is given on the x-axis and y-axis, what is the quantity it is indicating, and what each color, in this case color or sometimes shading irutte or like patterns draw ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, what is each color or each pattern indicating and approximately ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ. One very important mistake, a commonly made mistake in bar charts is that, for example, let us say 1997 company Z. Z is green. So this bar, idu 40. You have to correctly and very carefully see the corresponding line. What is the quantity, or in this case, what is the y-axis value. If mistake madre, that's where your calculation will also go wrong. So be very careful when tracing from the bar graph to the y-axis, because that can make all the difference. Now, coming to the first question. What is the difference between the production of company Z in 1998 and company Y in 1996? So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ difference ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ automatically we understood it is subtraction. Now, difference of what? The production of company Z in 1998. This is 1998. Company Z is green. So, this. If we trace this correctly, it is in between of 40 and 50. So it is 45, not 45 only. Illi nodi mention madidare quantity in lakh tons. So 45 lakh tons. Now the difference with company Y in 1996. In 96, company Y is red. So midpoint here is 25. So 45 minus 25, which is the difference, into lakh ton, as mentioned on the y-axis. So 45 minus 25 is 20, into 1 lakh will give 20 lakh tons. Let's look at the options. Option B is the correct answer. All the options look very similar because it all starts with 2 and has trailing zeros. So ನೀವು lakh ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಳೆದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ mistake ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you can tick a wrong option. So that is to be avoided. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬಾರ್ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ we will be seeing part 2 of data interpretation, which is pie charts. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ let's start with pie charts, which is the part 2 of data interpretation topic. The following pie chart shows the percentage distribution of the expenditure is the cost incurred in publishing a book. Study the pie chart and answer the questions based on it. So ನೀವೀಗ ಒಂದು book publish ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ there will be binding cost, paper in the cost, book print ಮಾಡೋ cost, getting the books transported. So all of this costs add up in the final price of the book. So ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ they calculate each of the costs. So this is a distribution of how much it costs to make a book. Rather, how much kinta what percentage of the total cost is to each of these different steps. Question 1 based on this pie chart is the price of the book is marked 20% above the cost price. If the marked price of the book or the selling price of the book is rupees 180, then what is the cost of the paper used in a single copy of the book? This pie chart is a 3-dimensional chart, but nimge pie chart ee tarano barbodu, where there's a circle and then each sector is representing a particular percentage. And so on. So now in this question, the price of the book is marked 20% above cost price. Okay. Before that, another few tips for pie charts is that you got total in any circle, the total angle or the total degree it makes, 100% of the pie chart is 360 degrees. So if 100% is 360 degree, X percentage is denoted by X percentage of 360 degree in the pie chart. So for example, let's say I want to denote 25% in a pie chart. This is the chart and I want to denote 25%. So I will denote it with a sector that makes an angle of 25% of 360 degree, which will be 90 degree. So something like, it's not a perfect 90, but yeah, something like this I will denote as 25%. This is how pie charts are drawn. Now coming to the question. All right. The price of the book is marked 20% above cost price. So we know that cost price is the full pie chart because it costs all these steps to make the book. So cost price is equal to 100%, the full chart. Now price of the book is marked price is equal to 20% above CP. So CP plus 20%. And namge gottide that CP is 100%. So 100 plus 20, it is 120%. Now, what is the cost of the paper used in a single copy of the book? Cost of paper as given in the pie chart is 25%. So ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ marked price they've given a direct value as 180. So 120%, which is marked price, is rupees 180. So now we have to find the cost of the paper in rupees X. So if 120% is 180 rupees, 25% is X rupees. What is that X? It is simple case of proportions. So 120 is to 25. This ratio is equal to 180 is to X. X is equal to 25 into 180 divided by 120. So if you cancel this, divided by 5 divided by you get 15 by 2. Wait. 75 by 2. And this can be further simplified to be 37.5 rupees. Correct answer is option B. Question 2 on the same pie chart. Which two expenditures together have a central angle of 108 degree? And they're given different pairs of costs. Binding cost, transportation cost, option B is printing and paper cost, and so on. So illi, before checking for all the options, which is the, making that central angle of 108 degree, so before checking for each option, nimge time consume agutte. So let us instead do this. They've told us that central angle is 108 degree. So to find out the percentage of, to find out the angle that we require, 108 is what percent of 360 degree? What percentage, X percentage of 360 degree will give us 108 degree? Let us find that. So X is equal to 108 into 100 divided by 360. It is 3 into 10, 30%. So nimge ಬೇಕಿರೋ difference, ಬೇಕಿರೋ sum, because which two expenditures together give you a central angle of 30%, we have to add each of the two costs in that pair and find it to be 30%. So now let's just do trial and error. What two percentages we know will give us 30? We have 15, we have 20, we have 10s, we have two 20s and we have two 10s. So let us see. For example, option A, binding cost plus transportation. Binding is 20. Transportation is 10. So automatically 10 plus 20 will give us 30%. So we know that option A is correct. Option A is a correct answer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಪೈ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. Next video we will be seeing line charts. In this video, let us see data interpretations, third part, which is line charts. So this is a line chart or a line graph. Same as we are told for bar charts, the tips we had followed there. Observe which color is indicating what. So in this case, the red line is showing the blue line is indicating company X, red line company Z, and green is company Y. Line charts are usually used to display the trend over the years. Ekare line alli you can get to know that okay, medak hogtidiya, kedak hogtidiya, whether it be sales or any such quantity. So for that, line charts are used. And similarly on the Y axis, for each point, so for example 94 alli company Z, this is the point indicating it. Now correspond that to the Y axis. It is corresponding to 90. 90 what? 90 rupees in crores. So rupees 9 crore. Sorry, rupees 90 crore. So similarly, you have to be very careful when you trace the line, especially when you go farther away from the Y axis. So for example, this quantity, it represents 1999's company Y. So carefully in the same straight line, check 140. If ಚೂರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು 130 ಅಥವಾ 150 you will land at, and that will give you a calculation mistake. So be careful. Now coming to the first question. In which year was the difference between the exports from company X and company Y the minimum? So for this, before we go on to calculate, let us see. Okay. They have asked exports from company X and company Y the minimum. Ashte vartu. They've not asked you the exact value. How much is the difference anta enu kelilla. Minimum yavadu anta kelidare over the years. Ashte. So how do we know which is minimum? Company X and Y andre the blue and green. The difference between the two, let us see. Yeah. The difference between the exports from company X and Y. So how do we indicate the difference? The gap between green and blue dot of that particular year. So the minimum andre the line or the gap between these two should be the shortest. So let us see. 1993 alli ist gap ide. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. See, we have to be very careful. And 99. So which is the minimum? Minimum will correspond to the shortest of gap between company X and Y. And as you can see, the shortest gap is this 1996. So automatically 96 is the correct answer. If you values togondo calculate madad bekagilla, that will be very time consuming if you do for every year, because here we have almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 years. So 7 years go ನೀವು okay 80 minus 30 ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 60 minus 40 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will consume a lot of time. So you do not need the actual value, you just need to know the minimum. So this is the answer. Quickly we have come to it. Option A, 1996 is the, option C, 1996 is the correct answer. Second question. What was the difference between the average exports of the three companies, which is X, Y, and Z, in 1993 and the average exports in 1998? All right. So in this case, average in the graph, first we have to find the values. Iga. Okay. They're asked for 1993 and okay, ignore this question. They've asked the average of 1993 of all three companies and 1998 average and the difference between these averages. So in 93, let us find the three values: 80, 60 and 30. So for 1993, the average is 80 plus 60 plus 30 divided by 3, because average is nothing but sum of all quantities divided by number of quantities. So this will give us 170 by 3, which is 56.6. Similarly, let us do for 98 as well. 1998. We have to find the three quantities of that company. 98. Okay. Now, since this is more farther away from y-axis, salpa careful agirana. 98. Blue quantity is corresponding to 50 plus red quantity is corresponding to 80 and green, which is company Y, is corresponding to 140. Sorry, this is 99. This is wrong. See, mistakes can happen. So 98 in nodbekittu now. Can very easy to get confused. Line charts and bar charts, any data interpretation problems are very easy, but if graph select notes are there, the whole thing can go wrong. So 98, green is 100, red is 80 and blue is 50. All of this divided by 3 because average. So 50 plus 80 plus 100 is 230 divided by 3, which will give you 76.6. Your question kedidare the difference between these two averages. So the bigger number is 76.6. (76.6) minus 56.6. Easy subtraction. Answer is 20. Rupees 20 crore. Why crore? Because Y quantity is in crore quantity. Option C is the correct answer. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಲೈನ್ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ we will start data sufficiency topics. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ let's start with data sufficiency. First question. Is y equal to 3? Statement 1 is given, statement 2 is given. So data sufficiency problems are nothing but there will be a question asked from you. Either it is to find a value or ask the possibility of a particular statement, and okay, they will give you two statements with that question. So you have to check if the data or the given statements is sufficient to answer the given question. And you have usually 4 or 5 options. So in this set of MCQs, we have 5 options where first option says that statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question asked. Andre bari statement 1 nodidre you can automatically answer this question. So see, the main motivation of data sufficiency is to just find out whether nimge only one statement is needed, only second statement is needed, both statements are needed, or each statement independently will also be sufficient, or both the statements are not sufficient and nimge additional data beku. So that is all you have to conclude. The question is just to check for sufficiency, not to actually solve the given problem. And that example we will see in the coming questions. So for example, in this question, let's just go through the options also once, because the options ella data sufficiency question ku same irutte, at least in this video. So as I explained, option A andre 1 is sufficient, but 1 alone is sufficient, but 2 alone is not sufficient. Option B is vice versa. Statement 2 is sufficient, but statement 1 is not sufficient alone. Option C is ಎರಡು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ statement 1 and 2, it is sufficient to answer the question asked. But neither of the statement, if you take it alone, it is not sufficient. Okay. Option D is that each statement, ನೀವು ಬರೀ statement 1 ಆದ್ರೂ ತಗೋರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ statement 2 ಆದ್ರೂ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, it is answering the sufficiency. And option E, the last option, is that ನೀವು ಎರಡು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು there is some missing data and you cannot say that the data is sufficient. So these are the 5 options you'll be getting for all the questions. Coming to this question, is y equal to 3? Now, for all data sufficiency problems, when they give statement 1, statement 2 and all those different combinations, first ignore second statement completely. Ilve illa anta ankolli. Only check statement 1. Okay. Now, y minus 3 is y minus 3 multiplied by x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now, for any two numbers, if you multiply them or if you take the product of them to get 0, there are 3 possible options. So let us consider this as A and this as B. So either A should be 0, that is first case, or only B is equal to 0, then again your product will be 0, or the third case is both A and B are 0. So in these 3 cases you will get the product as 0, but we don't know which of these 3 cases it is, so we have no information to conclude that y is equal to 3. Fine. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient anta gotayitu. Now let us come to statement 2 alone. Now when you're considering statement 2 alone, completely ignore statement 1. Completely ignore it. Okay. Now come to statement 2. X minus 4 is equal to 0. So we can solve this. X will equal to plus 4. Now we have to take only statement 2 and we have got value of x. Now, is that telling us about anything, any information about y? No, it is not telling us anything, and we definitely don't know if y is equal to 3. So we can conclude that statement 2 alone is also not sufficient. Now, independently, error statement to nodutvi. Next, check both the statements together. Now, y minus 3 is equal y minus 3 into x minus 4 is equal to 0. X minus 4 is equal to 0. So now if we take it together, we know that statement 2 in the x is 4. So let us replace x is equal to 4 in statement 1. If you replace 4 here, 4 minus 4 is 0. So product you got 0. Now we know this value is 0, this bracket value, but that does not tell us about y minus 3, because just because the product is 0, y minus 3 may or may not be equal to 0. So we cannot conclude anything in this case also. So statement 1 eliminate aito, sorry, option A eliminate aito, option 2 eliminate aito. Both the statements are together sufficient? No, both the statements also together they are not sufficient. Each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question? Again, no. None of the statements are independent and not giving you any sufficiency. So A, B, C, D we have eliminated. The only option is option E. Statement 1 and 2 are together not sufficient to answer, and additional data is needed, because just by putting x is equal to 4, we cannot tell anything about y minus 3 value. So we cannot conclude anything, and thus option E is the correct answer. Correct. Next question. If the current year is 2020, in which year was Gopal born? Now, option A to E, same options. We have to apply the same mechanism. Check both independently and then take them combined. All right. Iga, current year is 2020. Okay, in which year was Gopal born? Let us take statement 1. Completely ignore statement 2. Gopal is 6 years older than Dev. Okay. But is it telling us anything about which year Gopal was born? Illa. Gopal ದೇವ್ಕಿಂತ 6 ವರ್ಷ ದೊಡ್ಡವನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Nothing about the year. So statement 1 independently is not giving us the answer. Option A we can eliminate. Now let us take statement 2 independently. Ignore statement 1 completely. They was born in 1982. Okay, they was born in 1982. Is that telling us anything about the year Gopal was born? Illa. So option B is also ruled out. Option C, taking both together, both the statements together. Gopal is 6 years older than Dev. Dev was born in 1982. Okay, so Dev was born in 1982 andre 6 years older andre 1982 minus 6, you will get the year Gopal was born. Now this is data sufficiency ashte. Question is not asking you to find the year. Options alli 1982 minus 6 and the option illa. All they are asking is the statements which is sufficient to answer this. So yes, with both the statements we are able to conclude properly and tell that which year Gopal was born. So option C is the correct answer. Next question. In triangle XYZ, what is the length of YZ? Again, the same 5 options. Now, we know that length of any side of a triangle must be larger than the difference of the other 2 sides. So, let us say there's a triangle A with sides ABC. C should be less than the sum of the other 2 sides and should be greater than the difference of the other 2 sides. This is the rule for any triangle. Now, they are given us triangle XYZ. Length, let us take statement 1 independently. Length of XY is equal to 3. Okay. Is it telling us anything about YZ? Illa. Fine. Option A is ruled out. Now option B. Consider statement 2 independently. Length of XZ is 5. Okay. Is it telling us anything about YZ? Illa. So eliminate B. Now taking it together, both the statements together, length of XY is 3 and XZ is 5. According to the triangle size rule, we can say that YZ should be less than 3 plus 5, which is 8, and more than the difference, the positive difference, so 5 minus 3. So nangiga range ide, but are we able to properly conclude what is the length of YZ even by taking together? No. So option C is also ruled out. So we have found out that there's some additional information that they have not given us in the question. So we can conclude that the correct option is option E. Option E is the correct answer. Next question. How many children are there between Priya and Rashmi in a row of children? And they've given some positions of Priya and Rashmi. Now, let us take statement 1 independently. Priya is 15th from the left in the row and Rashmi is 12th from the left. Okay, so there are different people, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. This is a 15th. Illi Priya is there. 15th from, this is the left, this is the right. From the left, 15th is Priya. And Rashmi is 12th from the left. So illi 12th person is there. 13, 14. In 12th position is Rashmi. Okay. Now, Independently, are we able to conclude how many children are there between Priya and Rashmi? Yes, because from left, 12th position and 15th position they are occupying. So how many children are there? 13 and 14th child. So 2 people are there. We can conclude with statement 1. Fine. Now let us check for statement 2 independently. Rashmi is exactly in the middle. Okay. And there are 10 children towards her right. So Rashmi is standing here and there are 10 children towards her right. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. 10 children. Fine. Have they given us any information about Priya? Second statement alli kottilla. So we cannot conclude anything about the number of children in between them by considering statement 2 independently. So the correct option is option A. Option A is the correct answer. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is definitely not sufficient.